Nah, I didn't like how they handled it. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't honestly care like what those two think about me or about us.
Yeah.
Girl, you better recognize. Everywhere I go, I get recognized. I got a main dish and extra sides. I got options. I don't even exercise. I thought you
Posting like a cast and just being like, yo, last night was crazy or something.
Now
Just
they got the low though.
that's fine, bro.
Your ops gonna slide on you.
Who's gonna slide?
I don't
Marlon
know.
Palmer. He's talking about how Chubbs pressed Vlad because he allowed Charlemagne to say these things on his platform. He's like, that's on you too, brother.
Natural. Watch out.
You better watch out. You platforming this guy. How much would you pay Drake if he came on?
Nothing.
Not even $1. You know?
I ain't got it, bro.
You might swing him some kush. Y'all tell me, man. Bless you.
Natural. You know what I'm saying? As the black man.
I'm just allergic to all the BS that.
We love hip hop.
Okay, listen. We gotta let's keep that out of the thing here. Let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
Are you terminally online? And let me be clear when I talk about terminally online.
Yes.
So for example, like at least once a day, maybe even 2-3 times a day, you're either on a social media app or creating something for social media or scrolling through some kind of comment section somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Isn't everyone?
Not necessarily. Like depends. Like what is your average phone time or screen consumption time at the end of the week type shit?
Oh, I don't
We
even
can all
want to look.
check. We can literally all check right now.
It's
Should
usually
we
Sunday.
You know what I mean?
The Sunday special on the iPhone.
I'm
you know what
scared to
saying?
see how it's gonna be like most of the week.
So last week, your average was 6 hours and 36 minutes of screen time per day on this device, is what mine says.
Okay, my daily average is 9 hours and 40 minutes. Keep in mind, I'll be on CapCut,
This
but a
what I'm
lot of it
saying.
is consumption as well. I'm not
Yes, it's all
gonna act like it's
consumption.
creation.
Yeah. Like,
Wait,
for
hold on.
example, like we could be watching a Netflix special, but you're still going to end up going onto your phone and going onto one of the apps. I might need to check something on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I might want to tweet mid-show because, this show is slaps. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't believe so-and-so went into the alley. Like we're tweeting while we're actually consuming something else that we should be paying attention to. So that right there, that automatically you're terminally online.
Yeah, I guess I am terminally online. I'm a little disappointed in myself. 9 hours and 40 minutes a
And I
day.
listen to like a lot of podcasts. You know what I mean? I watch a lot of live streams. So yeah, especially at work. You know what I mean? Like just to pass the time, I've been listening to podcasts. So I
Yeah.
feel like that's being online.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't count like pods, maybe live streams, but podcasts and stuff like that because like it's like watching a TV show or listening to a TV show.
But you have to when you mean online, do you mean like just accessing the internet?
Like I spend a lot, like I know I'm terminally online. You know what I'm saying? I get into back and forth on Twitter and I'm arguing with somebody back and forth and then I'm on Reddit having arguments and then I say to myself, shit, man, how much time do you spend in these different rooms? I am definitely terminally online. You know what I'm saying?
You have to be, though. It's almost part of your job.
Yes and no.
You'll
because-
miss something if you're not terminally online.
Yeah, if I'm looking up news stories, but if I'm having an argument with somebody in the comments for an hour, that means I'm definitely like terminally online. You know what I'm saying? Like I could ignore the comment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of spending an hour, like you've done this before. You've spent maybe 45 minutes of your time going back and forth with somebody in the comment section of something. Like you get into a passionate argument and you're like, I don't even know this person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think we should distinguish between being online and being on social media.
Yes.
Because I can't lie, sometimes I'm on ChatGPT. A lot of times I'm on YouTube, but it'll be more like passive consumption where I'm not watching it, but I'm listening to it, like you were saying, like a podcast.
Yeah.
But that still would probably count towards being online because you're connected to the internet.
Yeah.
Even listening to music, that's technically being online.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're streaming.
Yeah.
If you're streaming it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I guess I might have to separate the category into social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just remember, even when you're on YouTube, you're on social media.
Facts. You know what else is crazy? Snapchat. I feel like I'm on Snapchat a lot more than I'd like to admit, but my problem is I turn off my notifications for like all these social media apps. So in order for me to know what's happening, I have to keep checking. And sometimes it defeats the purpose of muting the notifications because now I'm checking it more to see if I have notifications. Because sometimes those notifications might be a DM that I'm waiting for a response for, or a comment, like an important comment.
9 hours, brother.
9 hours is too much, bro. It's
day.
almost closer to 10, to be honest.
We have to. Wait, how much before we get to? Because I feel like Nacho might have like a 12 hours or something. He's just hiding.
It showed me some BS or whatever. It's saying that it's only like 2 hours, but I know that's not right. Like I know it's
impossible.
I know it's at least 5-6 hours.
Go to last. Can you see last week? Because maybe that's this week.
Is that an iPhone or an Android?
iPhone.
Okay.
And I do want to add that when I do gigs, there's a lot of time that's idle. Like you might have a gig from like 4:30 to 1.
Yeah.
And you don't start really, really DJing until like 9.
Yeah.
There's dinner, there's announcements. So I'm on my phone.
Yeah, just
scrolling, Reddit, Snapchat, Instagram, responding, ChatGPT, anything. But that is a problem that I have now, I guess I realized.
Yeah, I have 2 phones. You're right. I did have to
phones.
I did have to go to last week. Okay, so last week my average was 6 hours and 41 minutes. But that's just on the one phone.
Holy shit.
Let's see if I could get to how did I do it? But I just feel like it's probably gonna be the same for both. So you're probably right with 12.
Yeah, if you take the 2 phones and put them together, bro, yo, that's a lot, fam. Okay, last question on this, right? How many apps are you actively using on your phone right now?
Off the top of my head, like Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter a little bit. I'm not too big on Twitter. YouTube for sure. Facebook, I can't lie, like I be on Marketplace a lot. I don't even scroll Facebook. You should see my Facebook. My Facebook feed is all like, it's so random, but it's all like things about ancient Kemet and like how like black people used to rule Europe and stuff. I don't know why, but that's my Facebook algorithm. It's all just like historical black facts. I don't know what thing I liked, that's my entire algorithm. So I'll go through that sometimes. I can't lie, I do be reading.
So that's what, 4?
4, Reddit.
That's 5.
WhatsApp a little bit, but I barely be on WhatsApp. I just be checking because sometimes I'll get a random important message on WhatsApp, you know?
Well, okay. Let's not count WhatsApp because WhatsApp, you can't like just randomly scroll through WhatsApp and see people's posts.
There's some stories.
Yeah,
there are, but it's like with all due respect, I feel like you might be kind of des if you're like, yo, this is what I'm doing on WhatsApp. Like, bro, there's so many apps that you could tell people, yo, this is my my little bubble story or whatever. You need to update your WhatsApp too, fam. Like, you're not that important.
No, WhatsApp is how I keep up with my international people because it's always people overseas that take WhatsApp seriously.
No, for real.
You know?
So what do you do? An update on your WhatsApp? What do you call it? Abby pick?
At the pod.
Sometimes if I have to.
Currently busy.
Currently busy.
It's a lot of work, bro.
Currently busy is crazy.
Yeah.
What other apps are there really that
you mentioned Snapchat before?
Snapchat, yeah, for sure.
So fam, you're like 7 apps deep, bro.
I know, bro.
That's a lot.
I feel like this is almost an intervention of some sorts because I'm like, I didn't know I had a problem.
No, we all have a problem, so we can't intervene on anybody.
I don't think it's a problem if you're using these apps to promote your business and what you're doing. You know,
facts.
Because Gary Vee says you should be posting on all the platforms.
This is
100 times a day. Da da da. You know what I mean?
TikTok. Yeah. TikTok is when I forgot, but I do be on TikTok. Not as much as Instagram, but it probably does contribute a lot to my screen time.
And what about you, Natural? I know TikTok for sure.
Yeah, TikTok for sure.
Right.
I'd say Instagram as well. Snapchat. We're calling YouTube.
Yes, YouTube.
YouTube, and then Facebook as well. But then that's about it. I don't really use Twitter. Because we're only doing social media, right?
Yeah.
How about Reddit?
Nah.
ChatGPT, does that count as social media?
Nah.
Not yet. I feel like it's going there, but not yet.
I don't know. The way I converse with the bot, it's almost like social media for real.
That's more like interpersonal relationship.
Bro. I'd be asking ChatGPT. I'm not going to lie. I pay for ChatGPT Premium. Like I pay monthly. And there is utility. I use
Is it worth it?
Yes.
I've been thinking about it.
Especially for generating AI images,
Mm.
I think it's better than just the default version. I've been using it to learn like Spanish. I've been using it to ask about like history and stuff. I'm like, even just about regular stuff. Like I was like, what does a bald look with a goatee represent or entail historically? And they're like, great question, George. Like they start like
He probably has
customizing
it in a nice voice too.
No, it's not. It's not even voice. It's just text. But you could add a voice to it.
Yeah. Have a nice chick's voice and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 5.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go through my list and then we'll get into our pod. So I'm on Facebook, not that often, but I'm on Facebook, right? Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, no Snapchat,
YouTube,
Reddit, and I think that might be it.
What was that, 5 or 6?
6.
I'm a little disappointed. I thought as an OG you'd have like the CNN app or something.
Nah. And like I guess we're not counting podcasts and stuff like that. I feel like there's an app that I'm missing that I'm usually on. I used to share like I still share on like weird apps that.
So no man's on Telegram?
Yeah.
I deleted my Telegram.
Me too, man.
Back when I was doing the shady business.
Oh.
Hold on, I got you.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. Let's start the show, man.
CC, do you love me?
Before we get into incriminating ourselves and stuff like that. I'm gonna give what's going on with my laptop? I'm gonna get into some old head shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me for a second, man.
How old head? Like how old head are we talking? Oh,
It's taking it back to late 90s. Damn, man. Make good music. Make music good again, man.
all right.
Jesus Christ. Big salute to Ghostface, man. Let's get it popping, man. We are It's the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most toast, Friday Ricky Dread, aka Old School Rick, aka Fall Time Rick, man. We getting back to the fall just now, man. Hoodie season.
That's true. We're in late August. September around the corner.
Yeah, man. We out here, man. Let me make sure the episodes are right. We are back. B3 Studios, episode 607. We got back in the building. The Turkish Thrill. You might see him behind the wheels of steel, taking your request. You might see him over outside, bubbling on things over at the club, maybe throwing a couple of dollars in the air.
Maybe. If she's the right one.
Is she the right one? DJs are in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir. DJs are, aka Burrow Sound, aka Young Shawarma, back at it like a crack addict.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the Fantastic Four, Big Four, but Big Three still. Shout out Dusty Wallace.
Big salute to Dusty Wallace. Yeah, man. Big salute to Dusty Wallace. He's out there in the world. You know what I'm saying? He'll be back in a week or so. But we also have the Toronto troublemaker in the scene. The villain. All right. You might see him talked about on your local podcast out there, stirring up the pot.
Ain't nobody seeing that.
on little pods.
This guy started already. You might see him at a sound clash. All right, pulling up the best dub plates on the scene.
Mad. We
got DJ Natural Wave in the motherfucking building.
You already know. It's always nice to be here. I'm not going to say thanks for having me this time.
Welcome back, brother. Welcome back, man.
We here.
Before we get into anything, I want to salute the sponsors, and then we can get into our business over here. I want to start off by saluting Canna Cans, aka Diamond Club. Canna Cans Diamond Club is the carrier of Canna Cans. Okay, they got pens, edibles, anything that you need. Make sure to hit them up if you want delivery across Canada and same day delivery in the GTA. It's Diamond Club _Canada 2.0, or you can find them on the Canna Cans page. That's Canna Cans Canada or _Canada 1. All right. Also, for my people in Ottawa, if you want some super piffity piff, you got to hit up Only Loud. Only Loud has their own personal blend, as well as a whole bunch of different legacy blends under the umbrella. You got to make sure to hit them up if you want some delivery. Hit them up at Only Loud Canada, or you can find them at Snapchat, onlyloud.ca. Also, you can find them on Telegram too, since we were talking about Telegram.
Telegram,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? And quick fast, let them know that We Love Hip Hop Boys sent you. They might give you a nice little discount. Big soup to B3 in the
Delivery.
building with the water, with
Special
the agua.
delivery.
You know what I'm saying?
Mad.
Big salute to B3. Yo, B3's which camera is over here? There's that one over there. Jump right next to the National and say what up to the people.
What's good? What's
You
good?
know what I'm
family?
saying? Big salute to
Yeah.
B3, man.
Yeah, man.
We got to get B3 to come in and do an episode with us soon again, man.
Yeah,
We have
season. What season are we on?
Oh, we don't do seasons.
Season
man.
20. I'll be back.
You know what I'm saying? No, but thank you, brother. Thank
Yes,
you.
Enough
sir.
respect, broski.
Let's get into our
Bare waters.
yo, salute to you, brother. Thank you, man.
Respect.
Before we get into anything, how y'all week's been? How y'all been, man? What y'all been up to this week?
Man, I've just been working. I did some interviews, trying to get back on that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw your trip to Extra Gravy,
Yes.
and it was pretty underwhelming. But you did great. I felt like it was one of their better episodes,
Mm.
and I found it interesting. What else did I do this week? I don't know. I just been working out like
Yes.
every day, bro. I can't lie. I've been like super on the health grind, and I'm probably down like 13, 14 pounds. You know?
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I stopped balling up, and usually I'll lose like 10 pounds just off that from no appetite.
Yeah.
And just bare night sweats. Yeah, man, just locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
What you been on, Natural?
Jeez, broski's new and improved.
I know, right?
You know.
New year, new me.
I feel you. I just been working as well and DJing. Like I just been mad tired because I've been like working full days and DJing after, working full days DJing after. But it's grind season right now. I actually DJed this poetry showcase,
Okay.
and it was kind of interesting to see how like certain mans in certain space would aura farm differently. Because the poetry mans, you know what I mean? Like they're getting up there trying to use all these big words, you know what I mean? But they're not really trying to like be vulnerable, you know what I mean? They're just trying to like get the gal them wet type things, you know?
Yo, give me an example of how a poetry man would aura farm.
Yeah. And like what kind of girls are in these places?
You know, like the incense type gal. you know?
Yeah, head wraps.
Yeah, exactly. Because I even ended up doing something. But okay, so what these guys would do is like the government tried to circumcise, and when I supersize and I intellectualize and I giganto, when I theorize my, you know, that type of things, you know what I mean? Like
Try to dazzle them with their intellect.
exactly, like
Oh God.
they took us off of motherland and held us in our mother's hands when I went to other lands, but I don't understand. You know? And then the girl be like, oh man, pure slavery bars, pure oppression bars. I'm like, damn, like niggas aren't having good lives at all. Like you guys are making no money. You guys are like, come on, fam.
Is there what would you call it? Earthy groupies?
Yeah, there are certain things like that.
Like I'm talking slurs.
Yeah, no,
Because
definitely.
they're not supposed to be, right? They're supposed to be righteous. But like if they like a guy, they might just slide him out the club at night, right?
But sometimes righteousness comes in different forms, you know what I mean? Because sometimes they be reclaiming their femininity or just expressing their sexuality.
Yeah, they're like, monogamy is not on me. Like they're more like free
No,
love,
like,
you know? Like
I'm fluid. Yeah.
Yo, because take it.
I'm saying as an example, don't clip me.
Because I ended up doing a thing or whatever, right? But what I did was actually like some toxic type thing, you know, where like I'm kind of getting at the girl them a little bit, you know.
I need to hear this, bro. You went on stage at a spoken word event.
I did.
You had it written or was it freestyle?
No, I had it written still. So then I'm getting.
What is this side mission?
I want to hear these bars, bro.
Yeah, we have to hear this.
You want to hear some?
Yeah.
Of it?
Yeah. Let's hear it, man.
Okay. Hold on. Let me pull it
We
up.
need to
Hold
get
on.
some slam poetry beat going on some here.
Hold on. Let me get some snaps. Let me get some snaps. going.
Nah, it has to be a cappella.
No, but give me some snaps just so you know what I mean.
All right.
There we go. All right, bless. Because this is after like I dealt with like a ting who was like, sure, y'all get it. Let's go.
Don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna find a beat for you. A little slam poetry. Boom, 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 boom.
I lie. Because like y'all try to play with the man them like I'm not a big dog. I'm like, are you crazy? I had to say something like this. Girl, you better recognize. Everywhere I go, I get recognized. I got a main dish and extra sides. I got options, I don't even exercise. I thought you was extra fly. Now you bugging me like pesticides. Step aside. You must thought I was a little nigga. The guys that take you out but want to split the bill with you. Them dudes that can't plan a date but want to chill with you.
Preach.
This must be the first time dealing with a real nigga. No, this kept going on like that, but yo, like, I had pure bars at the Gilda where I actually feel it. I also gave like
Guys sliding the earthy things out of the spot, bro.
Because like I gave like at the end I gave like another perspective of like the Gilda like doing the rebuttal or whatever, right?
Oh man.
And then yo, tell me after because I DJ'd or whatever, right? After at least 3 shotties came up to me, tried to chop me and stuff like, oh, I just appreciate your vulnerability and the way that you were able to take us on a journey. I'm like, yo, this is the new thing.
Vulnerability works.
No,
Damn.
I'm like, okay, I see what the band were doing now. I see what the guys were doing now. So.
Yo, that's crazy, man. I might have to pop up next time with you.
But yeah, that was my week. So.
Oh,
that is a lot, bro. You know what's interesting? I remember when they had Rise and there was like this wave of spoken word.
Yeah.
But I thought it kind of died. So now is it like just purely underground, or do you feel like it's making a comeback in that sense?
It is purely underground, but like I feel like that kind of adds the magic to it. You know what I mean? Where like it's a small space, it's very intimate, but everyone's there like with the same agenda, you know?
Yeah, you know what I like about those spaces is that like you're not expected to be rich.
Yeah.
It's almost like better if you're in the struggle.
No,
Like the moment you're rich, they're kind of looking at you like, nah, you don't get
sold
it.
out.
You don't get it.
Exactly.
You get more pussy broke. Wow. That's crazy. Well, listen, man. Salute to y'all, man. I'm under this fan here.
How was your week?
Me? It's been interesting, man. I went over, like you were saying.
You went to the op block.
Discover Cans, where quality meets innovation. With over 24 premium strains, each carefully sealed in our signature cans for maximum freshness. We're redefining the cannabis experience. Trusted Canada-wide for consistency and reliability. We deliver the product you deserve. Elevate your expectations and explore the difference with Cans. You can find Cans on Instagram at @Cans_Canada, or you can find them on the Diamond Club page, DiamondClub_Ontario. Make sure to use the code WeLoveHipHop on the way out and get yourself a little discount. Salute to the sponsors. Cheers. I went to the op block, I guess, right? Salute to Marlon, salute to Duke. I went over to the Extra Gravy show.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I seen it with the Aiden Ross thing when people will just completely disregard that he has a contract with the same platform. And so therefore he can't go just stream with someone on Twitch.
Yeah, but isn't there something to that though? Like,
When was the last time you've been there?
2009 or 18.
That's crazy. It's been 6 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I did mention it over there, but
Yeah, because I watched and they're like, oh no, we always have you as a guest. So I'm like, okay, it's probably like a recurring.
no. That's the second time I've been over there. I've been there like when it was still him and just Norm together.
The amount of cognitive dissonance I witnessed because they didn't really want to acknowledge Natural's role in you being there. They're like, nah, we would have had you anyways. It's like, nah, your co-host said something and a week later, you're on the show.
Yeah.
Before that, it's been 5 years. And they
Yeah.
don't like having that type of, they don't want you to bring your audience there. What were they saying? Like their audience is trying to escape that.
Trying to escape the things that I guess that my audience is not trying to escape. I don't know. I think people are all trying to use this content as some kind of escapism from their regular day lives, right? You know what I'm saying? So I think we're both kind of doing the same thing, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I think one thing I will say also, the studio is sick. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the name of the studio over there, but the way that it looks and like the setup and everything, amazing. So
all for 500 views.
No, it does look very nice though.
It looked amazing, bro.
You know, like
Nah, I didn't like how they handled it. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't honestly care like what those two think about me or about us.
Yeah.
But when they're like, oh, it must be so hard to point at songs in the air. Like they're trying to like undermine
That's
what
sneakers.
Natural
Yeah.
does. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
yeah, okay, that might be a simple thing, but my little simple thing gets millions of views, and your beautiful studio, elaborate setup, all this stuff is like, You know what I mean? So like,
Damn, I thought I had to
Yeah.
put this away, man. Hold on.
Nah, because there was just this like air of like snobbiness that like I can't really get behind. Like I can understand dissing like outright, but it's the passive aggression that to me is kind of weak. You know what I'm saying?
how you
Like,
not know Dusty, but you say you're tapped in with the podcast and stuff?
he's not tapped in, bro. He's a liar. Like he's clearly, maybe he watched the episode he was on. If you watch We Love Hip Hop over the last 3 years, you know who Dusty Wallace is.
And you.
You don't even have to know who I am.
Yeah.
Even though I have driven this guy home from Hamilton before.
Damn.
No cap. No cap. He was booked for an event with one of my friends, Roger.
Broski was stranded in Hamilton, eh?
I had to drive him home. He got paid $2 for the event to host, and they gave him some beers. And then Roger's like, yo, can you drive Marlon home? I'm like, yeah. And keep in mind, I'm not the type of person to hold back my appreciation. I was a fan of his content. At this point in time, you know, Bada was out and shit Toronto people say, shit Jamaican people say. So I rate this guy. And I'm like, at this point, I'm an artist and a rapper. I'm a DJ too. So I'm like, you know, maybe, you know, he might like put me on in a sense, whatever. But I don't expect that. He would just listen to the Joe Budden podcast the whole way home, which is fine. I was like, yo, you mind if I smoke a cigarette? He's like, yeah, fine. And he wasn't rude or anything, you know?
Yeah.
Then I meet him again with Norm because I interviewed Norm. Norm's like, yo, this is DJ Zarborough sound, whatever. We've messaged to maybe get an interview. He's reacted to my interview with City Boy JJ on his pod.
This is true.
Oh, yes, that's...
On his pod. But
See,
you never heard of me.
This guy's going so pretentious.
And
like,
maybe he's like, maybe I'm not memorable, bro. And that's fine. Maybe he was like, I haven't done anything to get on his radar. And
Yeah.
I would rather not be known and have the potential of being known than being known and have nobody care anymore.
talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo,
you peaked. He's the guy that peaked in high school and expects us to like rate his high school championship that was like 10, 15 years ago. That's how I see it. And I feel like whenever I meet someone that shows appreciation, I talk to them like a regular person. You do too. You do too. I see it when people come up to you guys, you treat them like, you know, you don't treat them like, oh, you're a fan.
Exactly.
He had that vibe that's like, oh, you're a fan. Like, okay, like you're not, there's no utility there. And I think it's kind of like a bitter old head type of mentality.
Damn.
I feel like, nah, bro. And this is with like, I don't want to disrespect him because he did a lot for the city at one point. I think he's talented. I think he's funny.
Yeah.
You know, that Sebastian joke. Oh, like white people think that all Jamaicans are like Sebastian from Little Mermaid. Great joke. Like I heard it many times when I've seen him, you know, has been working on that joke. And you know, he's on the radio now. So, you know, that's
But even
huge.
I wanna touch on that point because like I swear Dusty had his own radio show as well.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And like back in high school, I had my own radio show with Patrick Roots, Reggae Rhythms, 89.5 FM. You know, that wasn't no AM thing. You know what I mean? So like we were on radio when it mattered. You know what I mean? So the fact that you're on radio now, yes, it is like a big platform, but like it's very antiquated. So there's no need to have this air of like, oh, royalty or like, you know what I mean? Like we're all still grinding. We're all creators.
Yeah.
You know, and like them being comedians and podcasters, I kind of thought that they would have more of like a comedic approach to this, but like,
Yeah, I think some of the things that y'all were saying in this last or the last episode before, and probably in this one too, got under their skin, right? Because the Care Bear thing kept on popping up over and over.
but that's
again.
literally a joke, and you guys are supposed to be comedians, bro.
I didn't think it was serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I could see that some of the things clearly got under their skin.
And the mans are doing deep dives and stuff like. And okay, the one comment that did get to me was when Broski said, "Oh, I could tell he's never played chess before."
All this guy does is play chess.
Literally, all I do in my free time is play chess.
You know
So-
what? That's crazy. I didn't
So,
even know that.
freaking Cuddly Bear or whatever your name. Like, I want to challenge you to a chess game. I'll put 5 bills on it, broski. If you win, you get 5.
Damn.
What is it? The Roni challenge, the band challenge.
Yeah.
The bad challenge, but it's 5 bills. We're doing it Roni style.
He doesn't look like he plays chess.
You know what I mean? So like, if you really want to, if I win, you don't even have to pay me, broski, because I know you guys put your money into the studio. You might not have that, but if you beat me in chess, I will give you 5 bills live.
Yeah, I'll extend that challenge to Duke as well if he plays chess, which maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but you get slapped in chess, buddy.
Damn, bro.
I was going to go the boxing route, but I'm like, nah, let's go chess. You know what I'm saying with these guys? And you know what, though? I will say this, man. Like, Duke, he seems like a very thoughtful individual.
Mhm.
And this may sound weird, but as someone who used to be a really big dude, I kind of like seen some similarities in myself with him where, you know, it's like there's an agreeableness. He's very like nice and like, but like, I feel like if he were to get in shape, and this is coming from a former fat dude, and, you know, I still am trying to get in shape, but he will get more confident. And I think that every man should like go through that at least once in their life, that like health fitness journey. It'll only help you. And that's not like no diss. You know what I'm saying? It's more like I could see where like the insecurity of being a fat dude masked with the overconfidence of, oh, I get girls like all the time. You know, I was like that too. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I went on a serious health journey and kind of started taking care of myself where I feel like I came into my own. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he can do that because he has good journalism. I feel like he has like a little more integrity on that pod than Marlon. So I feel like that's my unsolicited advice to him. And that's no diss. You know what I'm saying? God bless both of them. But like definitely low carb.
I didn't expect this segment, you know. Y'all are like, yo, how was your week? You guys just pulled out the cannon.
Because I was thinking about it a lot, you know, because like a part of me was like, you know what? I honestly didn't like how they try to undermine like what you did and like act like they don't know who Dusty is or me. Me, not so much, because I'm new to the scene and like maybe they might not even see my content, which they definitely do because they've reacted to it. Shoot, I just reposted one of their clips and Drake liked it. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I saw that, I was like, yo, we all work better together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used my platform and my editing, whatever, to give them clips. I've clipped their stuff and got more views than them on their own content. So maybe you should work with me instead of act like you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I appreciate what he's done before. And I think he needs to embrace the younger generation as opposed to being this older, like this bitter old head, because a lot of the new generation, like the City Boy JJ, that era, they don't know who he is. Like I've had to explain to people like, nah, this guy's like an OG, like, and show them, but they don't, but because he hasn't been relevant for the younger generation in the same way that maybe we are, or even you, because you interview these younger dudes too, right? So because he hasn't done that outreach, they don't really care about shit Toronto people say. That's old, you know?
Yeah, that might be a part of the issue, is the outreach, what you just mentioned. Because if you're connecting with these guys, you're bringing them on the pod. You know, I've interviewed bare Toronto rappers, young and old, but like a lot of young ones, you know what I'm saying? Giving a lot of them their first interviews. That right there resonates with a younger audience because it's like, yo, I got put on to this person through watching We Love Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? And then shit, I'm older than everybody out of all of these beefs, you know what I'm saying? But people know me on the road because I talk to people on where they're at, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like they wouldn't interview a Hood Baby Rah Rah or like a May Millions or people like born after 2000 even, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just don't think that it's the right approach. And I think it's indicative of why their podcast hasn't grown over 7 years. Like, you haven't been able to adapt with the times. You guys started at around the same time. I think you have almost 10 times more subs than that.
Yeah.
And you have a worse studio. No diss to B3, but you know, like you have lesser production. You're probably paying less for production, but your output is greater.
And we put out more clips. I always say, I encourage not only Extra Gravy, and I encourage every podcast. More clips. Put out clips of your pod. Don't only just upload once a week. Upload every day. Get the algorithm rocking. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to upload 2-3 videos today. It's like doing laps at this point. I don't even think about it.
Yeah, real talk. And even my views have been so low because I've been out of the algorithm, but I still be gaining subscribers from like my old stuff. And I'm still visible to an extent. And I do get recognized by people within the culture. Like people be like, oh, you're to do it Friday, or oh, I seen you on Snoopy's thing, whatever, right? So I don't think that we should take away from like other people like growing. Whereas I feel like with him, it's like, nah, we're just gonna focus on our audience. But like that's the problem. You're focusing on an audience of like 500, 600, 700 people. Whereas like there's far more people you could reach if you kind of change your mentality. You know, that's how I see it. And salute to him for getting I don't even think the radio thing is a diss, because I know as a creative, having stable income is a blessing. Yeah. And obviously when you're just gigging, it's tough. You don't know how much you're gonna make next month, or you're chasing people for money, right? So it's good to have that security, but I just didn't like the way he approached speaking about us.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. Salute to Extra Gravy. This is an unexpected segment right here. I think, but it's good though. Maybe when they do watch it back, because I'm sure they're gonna watch it back, take it as advice. Don't take it as a diss. You know what I'm saying?
You can take it however you want. Still, you guys will
take
get
it however you want.
You guys want to do boxing, chess boxing, anything, bro. 2K, FIFA.
Oh man. But yeah, man, salute to Extra Gravy. Okay, I got topics though. I got topics. I'm gonna start off a little bit somber. I'm gonna play something just to start this off here for our first topic here.
My mind in a maze.
Yo, big salute to Jay Weiss's family.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. He passed away about 4 months ago, from what they're saying in the blogs, right? But due to brain cancer. But his family kept it on the lows. They didn't tell any of his friends or anything, just like close family members. And they had a funeral, I think, over the weekend. And they now revealed that he had passed away from brain cancer. Yeah.
What's the question? No, I'm joking.
No, there's no
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. But you see, the thing is also, I want to give a salute to the Prime Boys, because the Prime Boys, day one, Jimmy Prime, if I'm not mistaken, is the inventor of the Six, right? The term the Six. And also, what a lot of people don't know is with that Prime Boys page, they sold it to Prime, the drink, Logan Paul's drink.
Really?
Yes.
Because they had the name?
They had the name. It was just Prime on their Instagram. So these guys were like, they had to have Prime drink, like originally for their Instagram. So they had to buy, or they ended up buying the page from the Prime Boys. I don't know how much they paid, but they bought the Instagram page from the Prime Boys so they can just have Prime as an Instagram.
Probably a nice little bag, especially coming from Logan Paul.
Yeah. But these guys they've been doing their thing back in the days. They haven't been as active, but I think they've really laid some foundation out here for some of the way that some of these rappers are rapping now and what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they were part of like the initial wave of that golden era.
Yes.
Like they were probably at the very, very beginning of that gold. They kind of started it almost in a sense. And yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's interesting because I saw another guy, like he was a young basketball player. He also died of brain cancer recently.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering like if there are environmental causes that are increasing cancer rates among younger, healthy people. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Could be genetic too. We don't know, but
could be the food we're eating. Who knows, bro?
Could be the phones. Like that's what my mom would say, something like that. Like radiation.
No, it's long-term effects. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Put that out there first.
Rest in peace.
I do have a question.
Yes, sir.
If it is, I don't think it's insensitive, but if it is, we could just skip it on. Okay, how would you guys feel if like your friend passed and like their family didn't inform you until like after, so you weren't able to like go to the viewing or anything?
You know what? It's interesting that you asked that, because I was kind of thinking the same thing when they didn't release the information until now. But I was listening to one of the songs that I had posted on Instagram yesterday, and it sounded like, he was talking about past friends and betrayal and different things that he's gone through in his life and stuff like that.
Okay.
Who knows, like, what the relationship could have been with, like, some of these guys that he was down with from back in the days. I'm not saying that it was bad, but I'm just saying, like, you get older, you're like, you start realizing who are your real friends, who, your family's going to be your family.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It might have been a decision like that, like, let's just make sure that his real people are there. You know what I'm saying?
100%. And I think also because he is somewhat name brand, we don't know what type of life he's involved in. Maybe he has people that didn't like him. I don't know. We don't know. So it's better to just keep it intimate and secure as opposed to publicizing it. And then who knows, maybe one of his ops pull up. Or
But how would you feel though?
How would I feel? I would feel betrayed. But I'd also think to myself, how close was I to their family or to the individual if I wasn't informed? Like, if you're supposed to know, you would know.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
You start reassessing.
Yeah. And I think it also has to do with like how, like, the method or the cause of, the death. Like, I feel like when this was like a slow burn. Like he was fighting with brain cancer for a while. So maybe that emotional drain is different than like an instantaneous shock event where like, oh, maybe someone got, shot or whatever. Maybe they would have been more public about that. But I think it's totally to the family's discretion. And maybe they did want like just a small intimate funeral and they didn't want people to know because maybe they didn't want people to feel sad. Or
also, even sometimes when guys are going through something like cancer or like when your body's deteriorating, maybe you don't want people seeing you in these positions.
In that state.
Yeah, in that state. You're like, you know what? I don't want anybody around me except for my mom and certain people. So it's like, I could feel offended, but I feel like I would be selfish to feel offended for the wishes of what my friend, who's passed away wanted. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like you didn't want me over there at your funeral, but like, why am I gonna get mad when it's your funeral?
Yeah.
It's not about me. You know what I'm saying?
And I think a big thing for men is that we would rather suffer in silence to protect those around us.
Yeah.
Some people will publicize and be like, hey guys, I'm going through this battle, pray for me, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think for the majority of men, we don't want to put that burden onto other people. We're like, you know what, let me just go through it. Like, don't even worry about me. Cause I know if I tell you I'm going through this, you might start to worry. And I don't want that,
Yeah. Listen, R.I.P. to Jay Whiss. Condolences to his family, right? But I want to advance this conversation. How do you guys feel about people who post when they're in the hospital? Are you guys one of those people? Like, if you end up in the hospital, you're going to be like on the IV, back in the hospital again.
I've done that before when I had, what surgery was it? I had a knee surgery, but I just did it like, I can't lie, I did it for the gals still. I was just like, yo, because I look good still. I was just like in the hospital, it was like MSNDs.
I wanted to know what the mindset behind that, so thank you.
Yeah.
What about you, Natural?
It depends on what I'm in the hospital for. I don't think like, if I'm looking messed up, then nah, I'm keeping it low. But like, also if like I'm not posting content, like if I'm in the hospital for a while and like, then we have to let people know, like, hey, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. So if you're gone off the grid for a while, I think listen, I'm not okay with it, but I can give the pass for, I've been off the grid for a month. People are like, what happened? And then it's like, you could maybe post, I'm in the bed. You know what I'm saying? But like, I just feel like I cringe sometimes when I see it, man.
I think the best, because we're kind of, I don't want to say public figures, but a picture of you in the hospital bed will recirculate one day.
Yeah.
If, even if it's on some jokey kind of vibes. But if you do one where it's like like a POV and it's just the hospital, it's like, I feel like that could be a better way of informing your audience, because they'll always use that like, oh, remember that time Friday did this? Or like, yo, Friday, don't let this happen to you. And it's you like this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's just weird to me because I understand that everybody's allowed to do whatever they want to do. But when I do see it, sometimes, like, a part of me, like, is like, damn, I feel bad for you, whatever, if it's, like, somebody who I know or whatever. But then a part of me is like, why you gotta let everybody see everything? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It could be a resilience thing where it's like, they try to get me and you show you with your cast or something. Like, I don't know. I think...
I guess it's sympathy farming, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely.
It is sympathy farming, but it's also being vulnerable with your audience.
There's the fine line between sympathy farming and being vulnerable.
It depends on who it is. Like public figures, then I understand. But if you're just like a regular person and like you're doing it, then like who are you trying to show right now? Like you're trying to show your boys, like you could just text them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It gets kind of like, okay, because a lot of people have their own Truman show going on in their brain.
No, exactly.
Right? That they're like, oh, my audience needs to know. And it's like, what do? You don't have an audience. Like,
Right.
You're just a regular person who just works at a job, which is cool. But like, your audience is whatever you built on Instagram. It's not because you're a public figure out there doing news or whatever, and here's my audience. It's just like, no, I accumulated a few people. There's some grease balls online if you're a gal, you know what I'm saying? And now I have a nice 1,000 pack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keeping them up to date with everything that you're doing, to me, makes me cringe.
Is that just for men or also when women do
Both.
Because
Both
women be
men and
taking those pictures like fresh off of BBL,
And I think it also depends on the platform. Because if it's Snapchat, then it's cool.
Yeah.
Snapchat is for that. But like Instagram, it's cringy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're a public figure and it's like you're doing it, I will even give it more of a pass than if you're just like a regular like citizen and you're just like, oh, I'm in the hospital again. Like, You can call your
Again.
friends and tell them that's happening with you. You know what I'm saying?
In the hospital again is crazy. Like, why are you always in the hospital, bro?
No, there's some people who be back in there on the regular. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
that is true. That's for people
Oh.
battling illnesses.
Okay,
Yeah.
say you're a very public figure. Let's say Logan Paul
Mm.
broke a tooth in like a WWE fight, and he's on like a dentist bed or something. He has one of these, and his tooth is missing. Like, you could say that's beneficial, or it works with his brand
Yes.
because he's connecting with his audience. So you wouldn't see that as cringe.
No.
But if it's like a Toronto dude, a Toronto rapper, and he does that, it's cringe.
Even the Toronto rapper, I don't even find it as cringe because it's like, yes, you have an audience that wants to know what's up with you. But if you're just like so-and-so who works at Walmart, who gives a fuck?
Yo, your Walmart coworkers. The guy at the deli section is like, that's why you haven't been to work.
I guess. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just me, man. It's just it's a sidetrack that I don't know.
So
My
you
brain-
wouldn't do it.
Even as a public figure, I'm very, like, I don't like posting my personal life.
I feel like you'd live stream from a hospital bed.
I would not. And I've been in the hospital as a public figure. Like, there was one point at my pancreas was fucked up, like maybe about 3 years ago or something like that. I didn't post that. I was like, you know, IV.
Pancreatitis.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have, I said it on the show after that I went through it, but I wasn't like posting pics on Instagram while I was in the hospital. I'm to the point where like I'm so old school. Sometimes I'm thinking like, you're allowed to use your phone in here like that? Like, aren't you messing up the machines? Like, Regin.
Okay, that is
Messing
a
up the
crazy. That is a crazy explanation. It's like, I don't want the X-ray to mess up.
That's
when I
what
use
I'm
my
thinking,
phone.
fam.
That's
Like,
not how it works, bro. You good? You good?
Listen up, dial up in the hospitals.
No, bro, but people are doing full TikTok videos. The nurses are dancing and doing all types of shit. So it's like, bro, like, who are we doing this for? Like, what audience are we accumulating? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you wouldn't do it natural. Would you do it, or it depends on why you're in the hospital?
On my Snapchat, I would. Probably not my Instagram, unless if I was like in there for a week or longer.
I feel like if I broke my leg or something, God forbid, like I'd definitely take a picture of the cast and be like LOL.
That's
or something
different,
like on my IG story. Maybe not as a post.
I mean, like, while you're still
The
in the hospital,
What? That's a good point. I
you
might
can wait
take,
till you can wait till you get home. you
I
know what
might,
mean?
Yeah.
post a hospital picture after. But actually, I wouldn't mind posting like a cast and just being like, yo, last night was crazy or something.
Now
Just
they got the low though.
That's fine, bro.
Your ops gonna slide on you.
who's gonna slide?
I don't know,
Marlon
bro.
Palmer? No, I'm joking.
Marlon's gonna come kick that cast, bro. Well, okay, that's a super sidetrack.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys about the Snoopy fight. I know we're late, okay? But there was a fight. I'm not gonna post it on the screen because we can't post the fighting on YouTube. What were y'all thoughts on that, man? He could he have avoided that?
Absolutely. I saw him like 2 days after, and I spoke to him about it.
Mhm.
And first thing I told him was, I'm like, bro, like, you need security. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I need security. I'm good everywhere, east, west, north, south. Like he's a strong dude. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
he is also very liked, and he's a DJ. So I know that he has real people with him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I wanted the ones. So he told his friends, like, yo, don't jump in. And he told me the story. The guy was pressing him about trying to get into a party earlier.
Yeah.
Snoopy said he couldn't get him in. He's seen him at the afters, and it was just on like Donkey Kong. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
he couldn't get him into a party.
Allegedly.
And I guess, and listen, this is just a super like inside Toronto story. What, the man got him into other parties before and then he got cheesed?
No, I think that guy is a regular security, or was a regular security at that Millwick location. That it's kind of like an after spot. And yeah, I guess he wanted to get in. Snoopy said, I can't guarantee you that, you know? And then when Snoopy came, the guy was giving him difficulty. He's like, you'll call your boss. And he's like, that's not my boss, that's my client. That's
Right.
what the security guard said. And then I don't know how it escalated, but I think someone got pushed, and then they just wanted their ones. And even though Snoopy can hold his own, I told him, like, it's not even worth like getting into a fight, even if you're gonna win.
Yeah.
Because you could win and still dislocate your shoulder or like mess up, you know, like your mouth, because he had the grills and stuff. So now he's just wearing the mask. But yeah, I definitely told him, but he wasn't really hearing me, which, you know what, I respect it. Every man has their own destiny, and eventually he's gonna have to get security. The more popular you get, it's just wiser. And it's also wiser to avoid fights, even if the opportunity is there to fight and win the fight.
Yeah.
It's just like you don't even want to engage, but he did show me his increased analytics from the fight. Like it went from like 2 million views a month to like 5.
That's crazy.
So there was a benefit.
You're a man that has walked around with security at one point. You told us the security story.
That one
natural,
time.
right? You think that Snoopy's at security level at this point? Like he needs security?
Definitely. I know Snoopy. I rate Snoopy. I think it's very foolish for him to like have this mindset of you don't need security, because like, fam, it's more aura even if you have it. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look bad if you don't look like a wimp. You don't look like a punk. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Bro, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, all the biggest artists, top artists have security. You know what I mean? Like even pro fighters still have security because like they have to protect. You have to protect your asset. You are your number one asset. You know what I mean? Like you can't, if your arm's dislocated, how you going DJ?
I will say this though, he was DJing.
No, you obviously still
witnessing-
can, but like it's gonna be more like
difficult.
You know what I mean? Like if your mouth is messed up, how you gonna talk on the mic?
Your
Like,
image, everything.
You know, like it's just.
But his argument, and I understood it, was that like he has so many real dudes around him that like they serve as security. Even though in my opinion it's good to have a designated professional security, because even your boys letting you fight because you told them, yo, let me get my ones in.
That's not professional.
A real security guard that is like full time, like, yo, I'm guarding Snoopy. He's like, I don't care if you want to fight. We're not fighting this guy.
Yeah.
You could get sued. Something could happen. You could beat him up. Boom, his head hits the ground. Now you're charged with manslaughter. Like, there's so many things that
And
can
in the
happen.
video, you can see the man had a strizzy or whatever. So like, okay, your friends let you get the ones, you win, and then now
the man pops you.
And then now the man wants to like take it further. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't wish none of this on. You know what I mean?
Nah,
But, like,
nobody. But you're right. It was low, like high risk, low reward.
Yeah.
In a sense. And I also do understand the argument that let's say I'm making $500, let's say, right? For that night. What, 100, 150 is going to go towards security? Like he has kids to feed.
Yeah.
He has multiple kids. He has his own lifestyle to maintain. So I can understand mitigating that cost, eliminating the need for security by just, I'm with my boys or whatever.
Yeah. It's a touchy place to be in because, and I've heard other people, I think Will Smith talked about this when he went broke. Okay. And I'm not saying any of us or Snoopy's broke, but when Will Smith went from having millions of dollars and he went bankrupt, he was like, I'm famous, but I didn't have money like that. So like, we're all in this position where like people know our faces, we're popular. Snoopy's extremely popular, but like the money to have like constant security is not coming in because he's not rich yet.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's that weird place to be in
That
your
middle
career,
ground.
that middle ground where like everybody will know your face when you go into certain rooms, but come on, bro. Can we really afford security? Like you said, $5 bills. That's not no little bit of money, but it's not enough to be like, okay, I got 20 racks for the night. I'll just spend 1,000 on security, maybe 1,500.
Yeah. Especially also when you have like kids that are dependent on your income, So I can understand that. And I also understand his sentiment that he's 99.99% of the time, he's probably very well received in public. People come up to him, yo, Snoopy, yo, I rate what you're doing, yo, DJ my party, whatever. But it only takes that 0.01% to really cause problems in your life,
Yeah.
And I think, I also think that there is something to say about, as a DJ, get in and get out. A lot of the times, I can't lie, I'd be wanting to party too. It was his birthday weekend.
Yeah,
So of course you want to party, but at what age do you stop kind of partying afterwards where there's going to be increased risk? When they say nothing good happens after 3 a.m. or whatever,
Yeah.
like it can only get worse from here.
Yeah.
So I think, when you combine that with alcohol, with women, with ego, with all this stuff, you create a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, you guys as DJs, you guys both have to keep follow that advice. Get in and get out.
That's what I usually do, because by the time I'm done DJing, like, especially if I just shelled, like, it takes a physical toll. I don't know about you, but you ever like kill it so bad that like you're actually tired because like physically, even though I'm standing in one spot going crazy, I'm like sweating. I'm like, I feel like I just ran like a marathon.
Yeah,
No, I feel you. I feel you.
You might chill with a one girl after, even her, be careful. But,
Yeah.
if you're like trying to like, let's keep the party going, whatever.
Let's go to the afties and all that. That's when shit goes down.
But it was his birthday.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I can totally understand why you'd want to keep turning up, and I feel like he's built his brand off being the lit guy. the party guy.
Yeah.
It's not like he's just the guy who's the DJ. He's like, nah, he's lit. He's trying to party. He's going to drink. He's going to pop bottles.
Well, then
he's going to throw one.
You're going to have to make sure to allocate like at least a $5 each time that you could just put on security for every time you want to do that, bro.
Have you ever used security?
No, not yet. But I'm not against it. I just can't afford it yet.
And honestly, it's not even that expensive. You know what I mean? For the night, you could get like, you know, it's not gonna be the biggest buffest, man, but you could get a bill 50.
Bill 50, I just can't trust that, bro. I don't feel like you're gonna punch anybody in the face for me for a bill 50, bro. Catch a bullet, I don't expect anybody to do it, but like at least punch somebody in the face for me, bro.
Sometimes just having a man in the shirt is like enough.
Yeah, it's a deterrent factor, especially if he's licensed. But I wonder, like for example, Drake security. I feel like those guys would catch a bullet for him.
Low key, one of them actually did.
Literally.
Yeah.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
But that wasn't for him.
It wasn't jumping in front of him type
He just
shit.
caught a bullet.
Yeah.
Because of him. No, I'm joking. But
no, but like, hey, it's a good question. I don't know, man. Like, how much you got to pay somebody to catch a bullet for you? That's your life. Like, your life is just, it's priceless, fam.
Everyone has a price.
Like, I feel like Secret Service and guys like that, because they're dealing with like, you know, government officials and stuff like that, they might be more inclined to jump in front of the bullet. But like, you're going to jump in front of the bullet for a rapper or a pop star? I don't know, bro.
I think it depends on where you're at in life. Like, if I had kids, I don't think I'd ever jump in front of a bullet for anyone besides like my dukes or like someone like super, super close to me.
They're not even your homeboy. You're just working for them, fam.
Yeah, my homeboy. I don't know. If I had kids, definitely not.
Yeah.
Without kids, where you have like kind of less to lose and maybe you're making a lot of money, I could see them being like, nah, like, you know, Drake is the reason why I have a crib, the reason why I have a car. So like, yeah, I'd catch a bullet for him. He's my dog. Like,
you know what? I don't know. I don't think it's. What do you think, Natural? Because I got my answer. I'll give it last.
I would say 8 out of 10 people know, but there's always that two, like, you know, that go against the grain. That's like they live and die by their job, literally. You know. So.
Yeah. I just don't see it because he has other. Like Charlamagne's been going around on Vlad TV and doing his rounds, right? And he told a story about how Drake's security, old security, told him that there was a green light on him.
Green light, yeah.
And I actually broke that story a while back when he talked about it on Brilliant Idiots. But that's a whole other story.
Mm-hmm.
A green light on who?
On Charlamagne the God. But this is old security. Now the security was working for G-Eazy at the time. And he was like, yeah, we used to work for Drake. So it's like, if you guys are going around from rapper to rapper, you ain't taking no bullet for nobody, bro. I was Drake's security last year, and now this year I'm Travis Scott's security. I ain't taking a bullet for none of them.
Well, maybe
guys.
it's like, yo, I would take a bullet for Drake last year. Now it's G-Eazy.
Nah, bro.
Isn't there that one security guard though that Drake has always had, like that big pause?
Do I do with the beard?
Yeah.
He don't even work for him anymore. The
Really,
guy he
yeah?
got into a fight at the gym with somebody the other day and went viral. That guy don't work for him no more.
Okay, so then I agree with you. Then.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you work for me today, not tomorrow. I ain't taking no bullet for you, bro. I'm just a hired head.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's interesting because in that same Charlamagne interview with Vlad, he's talking about how Chubbs pressed Vlad because he allowed Charlamagne to say these things on his platform. He's like, that's on you too, brother.
Natural, watch out.
You better watch out. You platforming this guy. You might as well have said it. You know,
right? Drake security for you, and then Chubb for me, right? You platform them, pussy.
That's on you. Man,
okay, let's get into some Drake stories, man.
Intense.
And listen, there's a few Drake stories, so I'm gonna put the little Drake graphic in here, the Drake Watch graphic. All right. Let's start off with this Bobbi Althoff thing here, bro.
I want to take a quick break from this episode to give a big shout out to Only Loud. Canada's one-stop shop for your favorite legacy brands and all things Loud. Only Loud provides mail order delivery nationwide and same-day delivery to those in the Ottawa area. Check them out at onlyloud.ca or follow them on their socials, Instagram at onlyloudcanada or on Snapchat onlyloud.ca for more exclusive content. Only Loud is not just a product, it's a lifestyle. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer. Pull up the picture here. Actually, I'll pull up the video.
I see nothing wrong with this. It's just two Jewish people hanging out.
Welcome to a much more refined, poised, and pleasant podcast.
Pleasant? I don't know about that.
I know. I don't
I think that was just a word you.
I'm trying to
She
get
got
you
ticker,
brand
right?
deals.
Oh, so you want me
Yeah,
to be
she
more
did
pleasant?
a
No, I'm just saying. I was
That's not what I need to do.
trying to pitch.
Is
Welcome
that what I need to get more brain deals, be more pleasant?
Hey now. Welcome to a much more scenic, serene, and solid,
We
and
love
solid
hip-hop.
solidarity.
What are you getting at?
Welcome to a much more scenic and serene and serious. It's not going to be serious, though.
Is it not? I think it is.
Welcome to a much more scenic,
Uh-huh.
serene, sexy.
No, try it again. Run it back.
We love
I like
hip-hop.
it.
I don't like that one.
Welcome to a much more scenic, serene, equally sickening.
Okay, maybe I should just do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Welcome to the first episode of my new podcast that no one asked for.
Not this again.
Media team.
There you go, guys. Not this again. Are y'all ready for this interview? The Drake Bobbi Althoff interview. There's a pic of them up there. Reunited.
This interview is gonna be like everything about nothing. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna talk about
Nothing.
no, literally so many topics, but like nothing relevant type thing. You know what I mean? Like
So you don't think she's gonna ask him about Kendrick Lamar?
maybe like a one question, but it's gonna be one of those like nonchalant, like slide remarks, and he's gonna say it's a snide remark, and then they're gonna move on. Like everything we want to know, like we're not gonna get any answers. You know what I mean?
Idiot thing.
I think black journalists are in an uproar right now, and I'm looking at you, Friday.
You know what? Not as much as the last time, because I feel like they posted the video of them in the bed and the interview went out. A bunch of people jumped out the woodworks. Rosenberg, Elliot Wilson, everybody started going crazy. This time around, I think a few people said something. I said something myself too, but not as loud as the last time as far as everybody else saying something. I think people are kind of over it, fam.
Yeah, like, first of all, this doesn't even seem like an interview. It's almost like ASMR of just their like sexual tension and sarcasm. Like it doesn't seem like some Pierce Morgan hard-hitting question type of interview.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, man. Drake is getting a bag off this, bro. He's not just doing it off the strength. Like they have probably the same management. So we can't keep like getting shocked. Like, how come Drake's not doing an interview with We Love Hip Hop and he's doing one with Bobbi Althoff? It's like, because he's probably making 150 grand off this interview. You know what I'm saying?
More than that.
Probably more. You know? How much would you pay Drake if he came on?
Nothing.
Not even $1. You know?
I ain't got it, bro.
You might swing up some kush.
I'm going to disrespect you by even making an offer. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So I think people need to, not take it personally. And we have this expectation that Drake owes us some type of 60-minute level interview.
Okay, so you don't think so? Because I did make a tweet, and I'll get to the tweet, and that will take us to where we are in the conversation, right? I said, actually, I'll say what I said first, and then I'll get to the second part of the tweet. So I said first, I can't keep this on my chest no more. Drake needs to do an interview with somebody black soon. I ain't even talking about me. Anybody black, bro. And then the second tweet that I said is, I'll say this though, the only way you'll get a full comprehensive Drake history interview, as well as the challenging questions you want to know and questions you didn't expect, is if I do it. But he knows that too. He knows it too. But that's besides the point. What about the black culture, black marketing, or black podcasts, or black media? I mean, is he not does he not fuck with black media anymore at all?
Y'all tell me, man. Bless you.
Natural. You know what I'm saying? As the black man.
Man, I'm just allergic to all the BS that.
No, because I say this, and with all due respect, all right, bro, when's the last time you sat with a brother like XQC, friggin' Aiden,
he's walking out with Morgan Wallen. Like, okay, we get it. Like, mans were cracking jokes on you when you lost the battle, but so like he's on this whole like, oh, down with America, down with black media. Like, this guy's going to the UK. Like, he's only around white man, Central C. Like, he's
Central
only
C.
around white mans. You know what I mean? Like, no
What's
disrespect.
happening?
We like white man certain times, but it's just like I feel like he's always been known as petty, so he's really trying to like isolate, I guess, that section. But he's still dropping rap music, so I don't get like what's the correlation, you know?
I can hear the argument that because black culture popularized Drake, that he has to give back in a sense, at least with like a Charlemagne, or like it could be someone super mainstream, but someone who kind of represents the culture.
Yeah.
But I just think that like, I feel like maybe in his mind, he wasn't fully embraced by black people until he got successful. Like, I'm sure he got clowned a lot of his life by that community for being a more preppy.
Okay, let me ask you
guy.
this. We'll take it even away from the black thing. You don't think his fans would want like an in-depth interview of like, bro, like, how are you feeling after all this crazy stuff? Like,
I don't think he needs an interview to portray that to his fans. I think he does enough on his Instagram
guy's just dropping
stories.
memes and like weird Instagram captions. Pinocchio is not telling us the story, broski. It's kind of making it more confusing.
It depends on what fans, because the hip hop or more like, I don't even know what to call it, kind of Drake fan, yes, we would want to hear his thoughts on stuff and in an in-depth interview. But I think the average Drake fan, they don't care. They don't care like what he thinks in depthly. They just want, give me some slaps. I got to go to the club.
Yeah,
real,
and I think because Drake he kind of shies away from like super controversial topics. It's kind of like we just want music and aura from this guy at this point. Like, maybe there are people who are like, no, how did you feel that day? I'm sure everyone would want to know.
Yeah.
The whole world would want to know how you felt that day when Not Like Us dropped. What were you doing? How was your reaction? Maybe he'll never reveal that side of him because he's trying to maintain his mystique and his aura.
Are those people actually Drake fans who want to know all of these things? Or are they just music fans and some Kendrick fans or
media
whatever?
Fans. Maybe they're
media fans.
Yeah.
They're not Drake hardcores.
And okay, if you don't want to do an in-depth interview, okay, I know you said that they probably have the same management and stuff, but like, why won't he sit with like a funny Marco or like, okay, you're going to XQC, there's like also black streamers as well. Maybe he's just like really like done with the culture.
Well, the culture was quick to be done with him.
Bro, no one was done with him. Like, people always want like, mans don't get roasted all the time, dog. Like, literally, it's in the culture to snap, to make jokes and stuff. Like,
for sure.
He even came out starting making joke, old Tupac, or talk about him like in Young. And then when mans actually do it, you're gonna cry. Like, I just feel like,
yeah, I do see also in Twitter though, after I tweet, a lot of people were responding saying, why should he do it? Y'all kicked him out the culture anyway. Y'all clowned him and didn't want him in the culture, and now you want to do an interview with him? Like, that's a heavy sentiment in these in the responses.
Particularly with, I would say, like FBA audience. Maybe not with like Black Canadian audience, who majority of them were supportive. Like, you were like, you kept it unbiased to a degree.
Yeah.
But you were also kind of supporting him, like, so maybe he owes the Toronto black podcasters an interview, but he would only be turning you guys up for no benefit for him.
Yeah. I don't think he owes anybody anything.
Yeah,
that's how I see it. That's how I see it. But I think a lot of people, like, you feel like he should do an interview with you.
I feel like if he wants to get if the people, what the people want, like a real comprehensive, all of the questions they ever wanted to know about Drake, I think I'm the best person for the job. But I'm not necessarily saying I want a Drake interview, I deserve a Drake interview. But I just think if you want to get all of the best questions and somebody that he can speak with on a comfortable level, I'd probably be able to do the best job.
Bizarre, you don't think that all the moves he's been making for like the past year have just been like looking weird? I don't think it's been like cementing his legacy. Like, oh, Drake has a new Bobby interview. Okay, he's lit. You know what I mean? Oh, Drake dropped the lawsuit. Yeah, he's the man. Like, oh, you dropped Wagwan Delilah. Yeah, that's my goat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's just been doing like a series of decisions that are just like, okay, yeah, you're getting to the bag, but
They're head scratchers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're like, okay, sure.
I think it's tarnishing his legacy overall.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps for the public, yeah, but I think being a real artist is doing things that you want to do, is not doing things for the audience. So
you think he wants to sit down in a bed? Actually, he probably does want to sit down in a bed with Bobbi Althoff.
I literally think he does.
Under different circumstances, I don't think that like this is the one interview he wants to do.
It's not even the interview itself.
It's not a bucket list.
It's the bag. It's what it
So then
comes
how is
with.
that artistry?
Because I wouldn't say it's artistry to get a bag, but it's living independently. It's living not for other people, not for the audience who wants you to do this. Oh, they want to do this, so I have to do this. No, it's like, I want to do this for whatever reason. Could be the content, could be the money, but it's like, I'm choosing to live my life the way I want to live, not
You're
how
saying
you guys want me to live.
He's living independently. And my bad if I hope I didn't cut you.
No, you're good.
Okay, I don't think he's living independently if like he has to stream and gamble for stake, and then like under certain contracts or whatever, when he tries to withdraw the money, they're not letting him take the money out.
I did see that.
And then now he's beefing with stakes. So like, how independent are we, broski?
It's
I want to retire. I don't want to do shows anymore. But you're going back on stage with J. Cole. Now you're in Australia. Then you're all over the UK. So like, how independent is this artist?
Yeah, he's been running around like as if he's not allowed to take a break for years, man.
I don't know how much free will Drake has like contractually with these companies. Like the stake thing, I just saw that they did say he can withdraw tomorrow. So that
That's
could be
crazy.
that could be like a technical aspect. I don't know.
Yeah.
And you know, it's kind of like this. It's like, let's say I accept a gig. Now I'm at the gig and they're telling me what to do. Right. But I wanted the gig. So it's still like labor to an extent. It's still like you're providing a service in return for money. But I chose to engage with that contract. That's the independence. It's not like that was forced on me, you know?
Yeah. It's just, you know, he's signed a bunch of different contracts that have made him less independent. That's the problem. Like now I'm a slave to the record company. I'm a slave to Stake. I'm a slave to all these different people. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Because you're contractually binded by all of these people. Like now I have to stream with, even though Aiden is his homie, I have to stream with Aiden, XQC and all that because it's part of my Stakes and Kick shit. And you know what I'm saying? I got to go do this thing with Bobbi Althoff because me and her are part of the same agency. And like, fam, doesn't really feel that independent to me. It just feels like you got to do everything that all of the people who you're signed to want you to do.
Yeah,
or you've made deals with want you to do.
You've made deals, but that's just part of like basic economics. You know what I'm saying? It's like exchange, you know? It's not like if he really wanted to like live in a forest and like, you know, we live really off the grid and like independently in that sense, I'm sure maybe he wouldn't even be able to do that right now, actually.
And,
but,
and that's where
he's not as free as we think. Or
and
maybe
do you think he wants to do these things? I'm not saying that he doesn't, but do you think that like Bobbi Althoff is on his bucket list of, oh, this is who I want to do an interview with? Or it's literally strictly for the bag?
He's probably contractually obligated to do it or for the bag.
Yeah.
But sometimes as a hustler, like you got to do things. You got to work. Like he's still working. He's still choosing to work. I do think that, I mean, besides Stake and he's going through the record label thing right now, but like, he probably, with what free will he has left, he wants to do whatever he wants. And maybe with that free will he has left, he doesn't want to do a We Love Hip Hop
or Ebro or anybody.
Or Charlamagne or Ebro with whatever free will he has left, especially if those same platforms have maybe offended him or he perceives it as offense, you know? So it's like, why with the little free will I have would I turn you up?
But didn't Bobby and him already have a beef? Didn't Bobby diss Lil Yachty and all? So like, where are our loyalties and we're like
money?
I guess so. It's just confusing to me because you guys deleted the first interview, fallout, Shorty gets divorced. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just all, like you said, it's just all head scratchers. It just seems like a mess over there.
And can we talk about this Kick deal thing? Because he said he wasn't getting his money. You said he's getting his money tomorrow, which, okay, Monday when the people are seeing this, he only got his money on Monday. That's crazy, fam. Like 4 or 5 days later.
Well, he posted that yesterday, right? So I think maybe he'll get his money today. I don't know. I find that weird too. Don't get me wrong. I can't really like defend that.
Yeah, and I think it says, okay, this is from No Jumper. It says Drake's official Kick account just got deactivated after Aiden Ross revealed Drake told him he's done streaming with Kick and promoting. So he's done.
Independence. Like, I'm done with this contract. They're probably going to be like, nah, you literally signed like a 10-year deal.
And he was calling the guy a waste man or a goof or something like that, like the owner of Stakes. Like, Wagwan, he seems like he's on crash out mode every week, fam.
Okay. This is completely a theory. Completely a theory. But gambling addiction does have certain side effects and stuff. You know, like people do tend to crash out. So could it be one of the could it be one of those things where like, okay, I need to withdraw my money right now because like something's happening, blah, blah, blah. And then, okay, I'll do it to the website. When it's a certain amount, you just have to wait 24 hours. Bro, there's been times where I needed money from the bank and I couldn't get it that moment, and then you crash out.
You tweak, yeah.
You start tweaking. So yeah.
But yo, I don't want to be counting man's pockets, but like just go into your account and take something out, bro. You're a billionaire.
It's easier said than done. We don't know how much of his money is liquid. Exactly.
And then how much of that liquid money is being sent to lawyers for this lawsuit.
Or how much debt he has, or how his line of credit. Maybe he wanted to make an $8 million line of credit payment.
My skin crawl. Like,
yo,
you're saying Drake is having money problems is making my skin crawl, bro.
What did Kendrick say? You got women problems, gambling, addiction problems. Maybe get some ayahuasca.
So he's trying to say, like, if somebody says, yo, Drake, let me hold 250,000 right now. I just want to, you know, I'll give it back to you after. Like, offset. You can be like, I ain't got it right now.
Drake definitely has bread. Drake definitely obviously has bread.
Liquid.
But liquid, I feel like he's tied up in multiple ways right now.
I have no idea what this guy's checking account looks like. I do know he makes it rain whenever he goes to the strippy. And Drake pull up to House of Lancaster, change some lives.
Throw out 100,000 over there.
Even 10 bands would change these. Bro, he could throw an 8 and it would be the best night of their lives. But
best night ever.
But yeah, I don't know his financial situation, but I know these guys are very, like, when you're rich, you're even more stingy with money. So maybe it's like he does not even want to touch his actual account when he's like, I have 8 million in stake. Let me just dig into that. Why would I go into my savings or my checkings? And who knows what he's paying for? His overhead is probably insane.
Yeah.
No, I was about to say, I don't think Drake is broke at all, but I do think that like a lot of his money is allocated for it. So if I could just grab my steak bread, yeah, let me take that.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny that we're even having this conversation. And listen, homie, if you see this, we'll stop talking about your pockets just now, fam. Okay, we'll get out of your pockets in a second. All right, but we got to pocket watch it just a little bit longer. He posted a picture of him doing something like the money in his safe not too long ago.
I did see that, and there was like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So I feel like maybe this conversation, maybe we're having it now, but this conversation has been kind of floating around in the scene. I swear I watched a video from Matty Balls or one of these guys who are like, Drake has a gambling problem or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So like maybe he's heard inklings around the scene. People say, wait, you saying I'm going broke? I ain't got no money?
How recent was that? Because I remember when he did that the Chicago freestyle, he took videos, like the music video was basically in his safe.
And he was pouring in the safe.
Yeah.
That was like last year or year and a half.
That was like pandemic times.
Like 3 years, 4 years ago.
But that picture or Instagram story, that was very recent. That was within the last few weeks.
Okay.
So I feel like maybe he heard the inklings. He's like, look at my safe. I'm good. I heard you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think Drake is broke at all or anything close to broke. But I do think that like a lot of his, the man is in a huge legal battle with UMG. That is the head of the music industry, you know what I mean?
Yeah, those guys can just print money.
Literally, they could have him wrapped up in like court for the next decade if they want to.
Oh, staying on Drake though, he also has other legal problems that he's dealing with, and I'll play it for you.
Oh my God, Drake.
Oh my God.
Bro, isn't this old, bro?
No, it's not. The man dated it, bro.
Hello, everybody. Mag Court. Today, March 27th, 2025.
March 27th.
2025, yeah.
Famous.
6 months ago.
He's in family court today.
Oh, that you meant like old, as in, like old.
Don't really know her name. In courtroom 103, family court. They banned the public from the courtroom. No public can watch this. Divorce?
Jeez.
I guess. I'm not sure.
Divorce?
Because I'm not allowed in the courtroom.
We love hip hop.
This is not a good day. And I believe it's unconstitutional to not allow the public in the courtroom just because they're famous. Oh, hello. Oh my God, Drake. How
We'll
are
see
you?
Swish's whole too.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yo, Swish's whole too.
Why is this only surfacing now? This only surfaced like 2 days ago.
I'm sure David Lewis Wall was threatened after they saw him recording. About like, yo, don't ever post that again. We'll
Nah, he
break both
posted
your
it.
legs. He posted it the day of?
Yeah.
So why
So
is it
back
just
in
like-
March?
Oh, he didn't.
I just seen this recently.
I literally just see this like 2 days ago. It started rolling around on Reddit. Now the freaking K-bots are saying, "Oh, well, was that for
Your baby girl?
Your baby girl?" Like,
Okay, because I went on his Twitter and like the video was on his Twitter, but I'm not sure if like it was actually from March or if he just posted it now.
On Drake's Twitter?
No, on that same journalist or whatever.
David
That's
Lewis Wall.
the court reporter.
Interesting, because like it's one thing for a man to be in family court, but when you're saying this happened in March and we're in August, almost September, and now it's starting to resurface, wagwan, bro.
And why would he be in family court? Because from what we know about his BM, I'm pretty sure she lives in France
That's what I
or,
thought,
or in the
yeah.
States. So in Ontario, what did you breed like a Toronto shorty?
I don't know, bro. That's a good question.
It's possible.
It's super possible.
Until I see the youth, I'm not going for it. So
Yeah, we can't just like allege these things. But what else would he be in family court for? He's not married legally. We would have known about that.
I don't know, bro. It's just
but could
weird.
family court have to do with like let's say if he's dealing with some like does he have brothers and like siblings or anything? Maybe he's dealing with something with like a cousin.
I don't think Drake has siblings, you know.
Not that I know of.
He does give only child vibes.
I think Drake's the only child. And look, you see this again. You're asking the question about this being reposted. So David Lewis Wall, court artist. My bad. He reposted this on August 21st.
So he didn't post it originally.
Well, he's reposting it. This is from Canada Cop Watch. Canada Cop Watch posted this, right? From family court back in March, they're saying. But he reposted it on the 21st. So, like, why is this story now catching legs? Or if it is catching legs? Because
maybe Zar's right, where like he wasn't allowed to post it, but if it gets leaked, then it's not on him.
This is weird.
Yeah, he
bro.
seems like someone that they could like. I don't want to say easily threaten, but like he'd be like, all right, I'm sorry. I just don't think it's right that it's not open to the public. I won't post it. I'm not trying to invade on your privacy.
Yo,
but
this is weird, fam. Like, what is happening with homie, fam? He's got so much things happening at the same time, bro.
Yeah, I want to say that like it is unconstitutional because usually anyone could go into any court proceedings like publicly. These are tax paid dollars. You know what I'm saying? That are funding these buildings.
There's exceptions to every rule.
Yeah.
I guess when you're Drake, I bet like if you were going through some family court ish, they wouldn't be like, nah, that's Friday. We can't let anyone in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he definitely has some pull from like probably a legal standpoint or even a governmental standpoint. He probably has connects in the government.
I think UMG, like whatever safeguards they had in place for Drake, they're reining it all in. They're like, all right, anything that wants to drop, you guys could drop it. Any news, any type of, go for it. We're not
the smear campaign.
Yeah, we're not holding anything back anymore. We're not blocking songs. We're not doing anything like that anymore.
Yeah, any little story. Like, I get what you're saying because let's say a year or maybe 2 years ago, this same court thing, whatever, suppressed,
Facts.
never see the light of day.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Now we're here post friggin' Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. Anything and everything. Drake friggin' took a piss in a corner in public. There's a video for it all of a sudden.
No facts.
I'm asking ChatGPT, what are some main reasons people would go to family court in Ontario? So these are the 5. Child custody and parenting arrangements.
Okay.
Damn.
Number 2, child support.
Damn.
Number 3, spousal support.
Okay.
Number 4, divorce and separation. Number 5, property division. Other reasons, restraining orders, adoption, child protection cases.
Well, and I hate speaking on Man's family. This is so crazy. But like they're showing him and Adonis on stage the other day. They said they were oil farming in Switzerland. You know what I'm saying? So like he's around his youths. Maybe he's trying to get full custody.
But in Ontario?
Yeah.
I guess because
this is my residence.
Was Adonis born here? We don't know.
I don't know.
Pusha T would know. See you, Pusha T. But what I will say is it could be just getting full custody and maybe, I don't know, Drake just seemed the type of person like online family court would suffice. Like, why do you gotta go in? Like, it has to be kind of...
No, bro, you can't tell the system what to do. If they want you in person, you gotta be there in person. I don't care if you're Drake.
But that has to be sort of, I don't want to say severe, but it has to be somewhat high stakes for that to happen. If it was like a minor issue, they usually would rather online.
His lawyer would just handle it.
Yeah, like we need your defendant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
maybe it's high stakes. We just don't know. No pun intended, with stakes and shit. But like, maybe it is. Maybe it's a serious thing, fam. Like, bro, why are you out in public? You're not even there with like bare mans. You're trying to keep it low key, so you're there with like one security. Hopefully I can slide through.
Maybe his baby mom wants to like finally speak, like say something. She's like, we need to change the terms of the agreement. Like,
you never know.
This gag order is crazy. I need an Instagram or something.
Yeah.
I'm going crazy in the crib.
No, we haven't heard from her in a minute.
You think she has a gag order?
Yeah, I was gonna make a crazy joke.
Nah, I know. I know what you talking about too. She definitely gagging.
She got a reflex.
She not gagging. Maybe she couldn't gag. That was the appeal.
But I do think she's under a crazy contract because like we have not heard a word from her, which is rightfully so because you are the baby moms of like the biggest artists in the world.
But I think the perception is that she is so well taken care of that she doesn't need to post or whatever. But even saying that out loud, it's like, nah, she probably still want to post.
What woman doesn't have the need to post, broski?
I'm sure some
especially
girls,
ones that are taken care of. That's when they're posting extra.
Yeah, like the bag or their nails.
No, literally.
Yeah.
At least like a dinner.
I don't know, man. It's a mystery right now. Maybe he'll send a DM and be like, yo, bro, get out of my business. This is what I was in court for. Because I don't know. I feel like we weren't supposed to see this. It's something like we weren't supposed to see. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think Drake is wearing fake hair? Because his hair was short in the video. And then like a couple months after that, broski no longer ends.
Wait, March 27th, right? Let me go on his IG and see. He probably posted in March, late March. You're saying he got a wig on or something?
Extensions. He might be doing the hustle and flow.
Oh no!
You know what I mean? But Beer Man's doing it. Who else was doing the extensions? Fetty Wap was doing the extensions.
That's crazy.
Vibes Cartel was doing the extensions.
I don't know, man. It's a mystery. I know the girl who actually braids his hair.
Nah, okay. This is his hair. This is March 13th, and it looks kind of similar,
You sure?
Yeah, it's short. Even
okay. When do the braids forward?
Listen, we're going way too far into the weeds. Who cares what Drake?
This is March 31st, so this is 4 days after, and that's when Nokia came out.
We're keeping track of Drake's hair growth at this point.
The hair is the same. Nah, I'm trying to deny these allegations of fake hair because
fake nails, fake abs. All right, okay, we can move on. We can move on.
Not fake hair though.
DJNatural.wave on Instagram. Okay. This is not a Drake story, even though he's kind of involved. He paid $1 million, or he paid for this streamer's funeral.
Ready for the road.
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
might need to have a conversation about these streaming platforms because Kick allowed this guy, what's his name? Raphael Graven.
This was crazy.
He died on stream, bro. Okay, he was being tortured.
He died like that?
Not just that, but this is like one of the different videos out of multiple videos of him being like fucked with and tortured in different ways. But like he was like willing, right? He's streaming he's like twice the age of these other streamers over there in France, and they're just humiliating him for days. And eventually he died, bro.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
But they're streaming this.
I do feel bad for him because I do feel like maybe he was just looking for acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like he didn't have any other friends. So like, and you could tell that they were gaslighting him the whole way. Like,
yeah.
Basically, like they're kind of like trading friendship for like, okay, let us do this to you, then we'll be your friend type thing.
Yeah.
So like it is a sad situation.
How old is he?
He was like 38 years old or something like that.
38?
Yeah. He wasn't like a young streamer. And the rest of the people around him, they were like
I don't
20,
think he was
25.
a streamer at all. It was like the youths that were torturing him, they were the streamers. And then like they would just bring him on stream to like mess with him.
They probably paid him too.
Not enough.
And
there's
like
nothing they could have paid him.
Yeah.
It's like, how much to die?
Yeah.
It is crazy because like it was over a series of days and then he just went to sleep one day because they were giving him drugs and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Then he just never woke up from his sleep.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to wake him up. They're throwing bottles at him and stuff. And then that's when they realize, oh, this guy's like unresponsive.
Disgusting.
Bro, I feel like also there needs to be some kind of safeguards that happen with these streaming platforms too, bro. Like once they start seeing shit go too far, you got to stop that stream right there. Like the company itself, not like, don't put it on the creator to stop the stream.
No, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we're going to have to ban the stream, contact the creator, be like, what's really happening over there? Are you guys really trying to kill this guy over there? Or
Yeah,
you can't show this.
They're beating him and punching him and all them next things. So
Yeah,
like,
they shouldn't be able to show that. That stream should end. Like,
Facts.
you can't do that on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can't just go there and start beating somebody on YouTube and your stream just continues for hours and hours and hours.
Facts.
The YouTube creator or content team will stop your stream, fam.
Yo,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll be live streaming on TikTok and it's going in. I pull out my spliff and I start smoking. Ting done. Oh,
Cut off, bro.
So like there is technology that could detect certain behaviors.
Yeah, so if they're beating somebody and torturing somebody for days and then Kick's just letting the shit go on, it's not only on the streamers who were assaulting this guy, it's also on Kick.
Yeah, I was wondering if there are any legal guidelines to how online platforms have to monitor their content, because maybe the family of this guy could sue Kick and be like, your platform enabled.
I think
this
it
to
depends
happen.
on where the platform is based out of because different countries have different laws and stuff.
Where's Kick based out
I
of?
think it's an American company. Actually, no, it's a Canadian company.
Really?
Oh, for real.
In Canada, where like I can't say too much. We're
Remember
allowed
the
to do
gambling aspect, right? Where
That's crazy. Bro.
is Kick streaming originated?
I don't know. That's so dark, bro. Like, and the fact that some people feel the need to do that for clicks and for views is also a problem in itself. Where they're like, okay, we'll torture this guy and we'll get donations or whatever.
Yeah, actually established in Australia. My bad. In 2022. So
But
it's an Australian company.
even okay, I'm not sure if this. I think it was like RedTube or one of those. But people would actually look at videos of mans getting decapitated and all that stuff. So there is a market for this, like this kind.
Gruesome,
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, all them
But-
old Russian videos and stuff.
But those are fringe. They're not mainstream platforms.
Yeah.
Kick is a mainstream. Drake was just signed to Kick. So you're telling me the same place that Drake is signed to, you could also watch somebody die?
Do you feel like Drake?
That's lit.
Do you feel like Drake? Drake paying for the funeral is almost like a damage control PR kind of move to kind of eliminate that thought of, oh, well, this is terrible, because he's associated with this brand.
And so is Aiden Ross, and Aiden Ross donated too.
Yeah, it could be that, and it could also just be like, it makes you look better. Like shit, man. You decided to donate to something, a cause like that. Keeps your. I know it sounds cold, but it keeps your name in the news. Drake donated. He might be doing it for for real reasons, but at the same time, you are going to get publicized if you do a donation.
Because there has been a lot of bad news surrounding Drake, so this
Yeah.
is a great thing that he did.
Yeah.
I feel like because the money was already in his stake account and he couldn't take it out, but he could just move it to Kick, it wasn't that difficult. No, I'm joking. But it's possible. It's owned by the same company.
Yeah. But
So
I think he had
it was
good
just a quick
intentions.
transfer. He didn't actually have to use like cold hard cash.
I know those
He's
ones.
like, I have the credits.
But I think he had good intentions, man.
100%.
But
And
R.I.P. R.I.P. to this gentleman, and what was his name again? Gravin, they're saying. So R.I.P. to that gentleman, and condolences to his family, man. That's just a mod thing. Do you guys know a rapper named Ramone? Have you ever heard of this gentleman?
No, but I did see this.
All right.
What's this?
So he's been on the network before, right? Gutsy interviewed him on Six Views Uncut on his show back in the days. So 35. You want to read that for me? Can you see that?
Okay, a 35-year-old Oshawa man is facing a slew of serious charges following a months-long investigation into an alleged human trafficking operation that spanned multiple countries. Durham Regional Police launched the probe in early June after receiving information that a young woman was being coerced into the sex trade. Investigators allege the victim was transported across international borders by the accused for the purpose of trafficking. On Tuesday, August 19th, officers executed a search warrant at a residence in Oshawa where the suspect was arrested without incident. Officers seized several items believed to be connected to the investigation, including cell phones, travel documents, banking information, and a quantity of drugs and drug paraphernalia. Police have identified the accused as Ramone Stewart, 35 of Oshawa. He is charged with trafficking in persons, receiving a material benefit from sexual services, procuring, withholding identity documents, exercising control, direction, or influence over another person, and possession of cocaine for the purpose of trafficking. Investigators say they are concerned there may be additional victims and have released Stewart's photo in hopes of encouraging others to come forward.
Okay. I think we can stop there. And that's the end of the article anyway. Bro, listen, he's not a most poppin' rapper in the scene. He had a time, like, let's say, early 2000s when he was a little bit, he had a little bit of a buzz. But I feel like there's a lot of these guys in this city who would keep catching these human trafficking charges, bro. Go on.
Man, obviously we're always going to say it's the oldest trade, right? But, as someone that works in the strip club, there's like, how do I explain? There's almost like this fine line between being a girl's man and giving her the experience that she wants and human trafficking. What it seems like happened here is maybe he's going to other countries, finding a girl like, yo, I'll bring you here and, we'll make some money together.
Yeah.
When you're talking about coercion, unless it's physical coercion where like, you're physically making this girl do it, a lot of it's psychological, it's manipulative. Maybe the girl was already doing that in her country and he's like, yo, you'll make real money if you come to Toronto.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these girls have guys that they give their money to. And a lot of these girls do church. They go skiing, they do coke. So it's like, how do I explain? It's always like a girl has to complain for it to be a problem, but there are a lot of girls who enjoy having a pee.
Yeah. I've seen.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I've seen this before.
So and
they brag about it. You don't even know who my man is.
Literally.
Like, yeah, okay, sure. It's taking all your money, but sure.
But okay, let's say this. Say like I opened a hot dog stand and I had a shorty there and she was giving me all the money that she made that day. And she has a coke problem, but I give her coke because I know that if she buys it with the hot dog money, she's going to go overboard.
Yeah.
But I can manage the hot dog stand money. You know what I'm saying? Is that illegal? Because
yes.
Is it?
You can't take someone's bread.
What if they give it to you? A girl could take your bread. They're not gonna arrest the girl if you give all your money to her. Actually, that's called being a husband.
That's a good point.
Yo, scroll down. I want to read.
But like, I think it only happens if like the woman wants to press charges. Then that's when it gets there. Like,
yeah,
a man can't go and say, "Oh yeah, she took all my." Actually, some women do get arrested, like when they finesse men and stuff, and like try to scam men.
Well, that's usually if they steal something. But if a guy is willingly giving his money to a woman after a long, hard day's work, and maybe she's giving him a little attitude like, yo, you're not even working hard enough, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Buddy, that's like 80% of husbands outside right now. But obviously it's sexual services. But look, exercising control, direction, or influence over another person, that's a crime? Exercising influence over another person?
No, it does get tricky still.
How's that a crime? We're influencers.
Okay, I'm not... Okay.
Natural looks like he's about to step on thin ice or something.
No, 'cause, like-
I've been watching this guy from the corner over here. Like, he looks like he wants to say something, but he's afraid.
Okay. I'm talking to this one shotty, right? And like, I kind of like, she's cool, you know what I mean? But I can tell she likes me so much that she will literally do anything I will ask of her. You know what I mean? So like she drives and she's like, oh, I'll give you my car, you can have it. It's like, I don't want to be outside for the winter. I'm just thinking I could take advantage of this situation if I wanted to.
Yep.
And I know there's certain mans that will, they're like, okay, let me just get you to start working. Let me put you in the club type stuff. But I do think like it gets tricky. You know what I mean? Because like, what if she just wants to switch up one day?
That's literally what it seems like. This is what happened
then,
with Ramone.
Like, imagine I'm driving in the car now. Oh, this man stole my vehicle. He's da da da. This is the tracking. And then what am I gonna say? Oh, she gave it to me.
Yeah, and you see what it is? It's one
She
thing.
gave it to me.
You can do
I
all
swear.
of that and get into all these incidents if you're not trying to be a public figure or never try to be a public figure, right? Like, with all due respect to Ramone, we haven't spoken about him on the show in forever.
I didn't even know he was a rapper, dude.
Right? But the only reason that we are talking about him is because he's a rapper, public figure, has music and stuff like that, right? Even if he's not talked about that much. So it's like, if you're going to do these things, get into the lifestyle, innocent till proven guilty, but just being in a lifestyle period. If you're a public figure, it might come out now that you're on the news. You know what I'm saying?
With a weird case.
Yeah, and people like us who are like, oh, you know, oh shit, I know this guy from this or whatever. Now we can identify him and say, yo, shit, rapper Ramone. If you don't rap, it's just Ramone. It's just the homie. Or, you know what I mean? A couple of people who know him personally will see it and be like, oh, that's crazy. But any of you guys, like I reported, I won't say the name of the group, but they got into an incident similar to this too. But the only reason that it's news is because you guys are public figures in some kind of way. Even if your public standpoint is not as hype anymore, as long as you were a public figure at one point, you got to be careful, bro.
No facts.
I think the only way it becomes a problem is if there's real physical coercion. It's actually like you're held against your will, right? Here, I don't see any accusation or charge around the physical aspect of it. But withholding identity documents is crazy because now that girl's trapped in this country working for you. And maybe, I don't know, withholding is like, did she want it and you said no?
But fam, you know how these mans get, bro? They're not asking nicely and stuff. Oh, like go work today. You know what I mean? Like,
she don't work on her reds. Told that dumb bitch, shut up.
You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you have to put a little oomph into it. So like, although we're not reading physical or whatever, I do think that it was probably certain conditions where it probably wasn't the most pleasant. You know?
Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Well, listen, man, I don't know there's nobody to salute in this one. You know, we'll keep it posted on this,
okay,
on this thing.
I have a question, okay? Say I recruit a girl to come work at the strip club, right?
Keep going.
Is that the same thing?
Yes.
No, I'm not taking her money though. I'm just saying you'll work here.
That's a recommendation.
Yeah, it's not the same thing because you're basically a headhunter. No
literally headhunter.
Yes, but if you
what
go
if
and
she
start
wants to give me the money? She's like, yo, Zara, I'm so appreciative of this job and you're just so sexy and like, yo, take this money, you deserve it.
All of it?
What if it's majority? What if she's like, I just need enough for my bogeys or whatever?
Just have her sign an agreement then. Or like just get her like record her saying it. Have some sort of evidence where you could prove she is willingly giving her bread.
No, it's still
really,
big. As long as you accept it, and listen, I could be wrong, but as long as you, Zara, say, you know what? Even though you weren't the one who asked, she was just like, no, I want you to have my money. As long as you say yes, you're now getting into PI land.
What?
I'm not going to call you a trafficker, but you're into PI land now.
What happened to gift receiving?
As long as you receive that gift, like it's like like pimps be saying, your bitch chose me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even trying to pimp her. She just gave me the money and I took it.
Mhm.
You're still a pimp, bro.
That was a good pimp voice as well.
You know what I'm saying? I watched a lot of movies, man.
So okay. Should we legalize pimping? If it's without physical, like let's say obviously it's within the bounds of the law, like it's agreed upon. This girl wants this guy to manage her money.
It's a slippery slope, man. Because you're going to get those situations, and then you're going to get the people who are like, she told me she wanted to give me the money, and that wasn't the case. You've been slapping the shit out of her, choking her and taking her money, and she told me she wanted me to have it. Like, no, she didn't.
Okay, so the only way to eliminate this crime is to fully legalize prostitution.
Basically.
And they do that in some countries.
Yeah, and I feel like there's still room for like a PI to jump in there and be like, okay, so we're getting legal money. Can I hold something?
Well, usually they probably own the brothel, and at that point they're more like, I don't want to say like a madame, but that's a female. But you know what I'm saying? They're the manager, and the girls probably give them a percentage of whatever they make for like being in the brothel, like in Amsterdam and stuff, right? Could you see that happening in Canada where we have like a strip of brothels that are like the girls are in the windows and stuff?
I think it would be better because at least there'll be some regulation where like shorties don't have to give all their bread. You know what I mean? I know like the man are like, darn, why are they talking about this? But like, we're like, you know, like we're here for women empowerment, you know, like, and even working in the strip club, it kind of given me like I don't want to say a newfound respect for strippers, but you kind of like see that, oh, these are humans too. You know what I mean? Like,
I literally said that. And Fred's like, they've been humans the whole time. I'm like, yo, they go to the grocery store stuff. He's like, yo, they always did that. But it humanizes them.
No,
they were born humans.
Not before that. They're just like tits and ass. You know what I mean?
Sex objects.
Yeah, but now it's like, okay, well, like they actually are doing this for reasons. Like they have dreams and ambitions and hopes. And
she's just trying to get to college, man. You know? Come on, bro. She's just trying to get to university.
And then there are some of them where like you could tell that they want a sense of independence, but maybe they're not old enough to like know. So like there's this man who's controlling every aspect of her life, which will mean the finances as well.
Hey, sometimes you got to get a pussy manager, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
Don't salute Ramone.
No salute to Ramone. Let's get to a little bit of music. What I'm going to do here with this music segment, I'm going to play you guys a carousel of tunes, and then just let me know which one stands out to y'all the most.
Okay.
All
right. You know what I'm saying? Or which one has the most potential to go somewhere. So let's start off with First Call video, Bundog.
That's big rap vibes. Killer and the streamer. Oh, that's big Cat 5. Telling me ain't about the boy. That's giving me backdoor vibes. How you switch up on a nigga who got you back outside? Neck banging for niggas. I ain't got time to politic with you. I got the black truck, bulletproof.
All right.
Yeah, I came from
Sab 4 times, shoot and drive.
the dot, but I'm up in the States, putting shit on the map. Look, dumb bitch here, I'm speaking up. Crash ain't off for no reason. Fuck your mom, I don't care who's grieving. It's me, savage a demon. I'm that big bro, no I love squeezing. I'll come pepper the beef in the season. It gets real, just give me a reason. And we take niggas lives so treason. He talk tough and he died where the tree is. One
The Crook and Sickway Roro, you already know.
Yeah. How you want smoke with a nigga? You ain't even roll the stick. My seconds they roll for clips. They aiming it up to the brim. My shooters they speak to this bridge cock. We gon' skirt on your block with a full Glock. Call it Putin, he taking off dreadlocks. Sometimes you be taking the full knocks. Better run. When we hop on the scene, ain't no fun. And sometimes we be taking the funds. But my Crody, he just want a gun.
J Neat and Bunna, Northway.
When I push up, no, I'm taking this whole thing. Aim for the head, how the ops have no aim. They catch a body, what I see is noggin. The ops don't do it, they say niggas real lame. Yeah, couldn't, I didn't tell I hit speed, so I let talk cocaine. When I push up, I'm not hitting no brain. Know if I press it, I'm taking this whole brain. I got the binary right with a switch. I'm in the free car trying to do a hit. Me and my crew, we fresh off a lid. Taking them down if you holding them breaths.
After Party, Rambo.
I put 50 in that drum, let it go. Get you knocked off, turn to a ghost. Put a Bentley in them 4Giato. Shawty want me cause my diamonds, they be dancing. Headshots, I'm a problem with a bando. You can step on me, I got no handles. I be in the trenches, call me Rambo. Fuck with a nigga like me. Wake up in the...
Last but not least, I Spit Venom, Trigger Baby.
Lead it. Flexing a gram and he got deleted. Lead it. baddie at 10. Feel my niggas, let's lock in the pen. Hop up the switch in the back of the loop. She started kicking up like it was 10. You could just tell that I come from the trench. Beat on my charts, I'll do it again. He said he killing and chilling. I look at that nigga, I laugh and I smirk and I grin.
And this is courtesy of 6Buzz TV. Salute to 6Buzz. Which one of these tracks stand out to y'all the most out of these 7 songs here?
Oh man. Okay. Obviously the Boondog song, it's not new. Like
no,
but the music video is new. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I know, there's a lot of controversy surrounding this gentleman right now, but the Bunna and Jay Neat song, I felt like was pretty good, like compared to the other songs. The Sav song was decent too. Yeah, I would say that. I would say the honestly, I was surprised by the Bunna and Jay Neat song.
The Bunna and Jay Neat?
Yeah.
Okay. What say you, Natural?
I like the Boondog song. That was the first song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, a lot of it was just cool to me, like Sav was just cool. Normally I like his songs more, but I was just like a vibe. But none of these songs are like bad per se,
Yeah. But nothing's like stands out to you crazy.
The Boondog song, I feel like actually could last the test of time. It's also controversial because it's like a 5 disc.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, eh?
But yeah.
And
like the bop and the beat, I feel like was really good. It was more high energy, but like honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like I didn't know who Bunna was until like he got like knocked recently, and I'm hearing all this lore, and then obviously I saw like when he was younger and all these little clips. But you were saying that at a 13th birthday party, they were requesting Bunna.
Yeah, they were requesting Bunna. Even I did an 8. Was she 18 or 17? One of those. But I did one of those parties as well, and she was requesting Bunna too.
Interesting.
So I'm like, what is this new? But maybe because he got knocked, everyone's like talking about him now.
Yeah.
Was there? Yeah, like I don't remember hearing anything about Bunna except them clowning him, or like I seen Haji Basso on his live, like, who is this kid? Like, you've done nothing, kid. Blah blah blah, all this stuff. And then I heard he got knocked for like a name brand.
Yeah. We can actually get into that now if y'all want. He got arrested about a week ago now.
Hold on, wait. You're not gonna just endanger us without saying what song you liked.
Oh, my bad. Out of that list, I would say the first call, the Boondog track, like I guess stands out to me the most. But to be honest, nothing's really jumping out on me, man. Pause.
The low like the new Toronto music is just like low frequency. I find like it doesn't have that like amped like party type of vibe. Whereas like before when we had like the Pressa songs, K Money, Casper, Boogs, like it was like you could run it at a party and everyone's kind of going crazy.
Yeah, this is like come and go music to me. Like, yeah, they're cool songs. Like you guys were saying, they're all cool songs. They're not shit songs, but nothing's going to be memorable where I'm going to be replaying this like over and over and over again. I haven't heard one of those in this stack of 6 songs here, unfortunately.
It just feels like the rappers are just not putting enough effort in the actual cadence and delivery. Like it's too effortless. It's too nonchalant. Like
Mans are just
like,
showing up, bro.
Like you don't even want to seem like you're trying. You're not trying. You're like at 40% of what you're capable of,
Yeah. So, to answer that question, like nothing's really going crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? This is, I guess, a phone call from Bunna. Let me play this over here.
Everything I love on my mother's soul, nobody ever cracked shit on for it. Are you guys fucking stupid? I just moved off of B3B very nicely today. That's the NK Green. Goofy ass niggas. Nobody can ever crack me off. Oh, box nigga, what did you in their fucking face? And their mom's face. And their dad's face. You guys go fuck your mom.
So, yeah, there's been rumors that he got cracked off of a range. For the people who are out of the loop, yes, Bunna got arrested about a week ago now. They've charged him with first-degree murder, I think is what it is. And it's for a gentleman in Rexdale. I reported it wrong the other day. I said that it was for the DBK guy over from Jungle. My bad. That was a mistake. But like either way, like they got him for a Rexdale guy. You know
P-Man.
Yeah.
I believe. And this is, it's obviously unfortunate. And he's so young. He's 18.
Yes.
And there's just, like we were talking about the digital footprint earlier, there was just so many clips of him, like being violated or like, maybe saying a 1-2 like suspect kind of bar. And at that young age, especially when you're trying to be bod, you're trying to be a guy, that's going to drive you to do certain things to prove that you're not that soft kid that everyone's portraying you as, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm not sure about the extent of, you know, the whole beef and like what was said, who's involved, whatever. But it's just unfortunate that people feel like they have to, you know, hit that big of a lick to prove that they're big and bad, when it's like there's much better ways to do that, you know? Like
yeah. What do you think, Natural, about this whole thing, man? This, you know, Bunna, he just got popping, and all of a sudden now he's gonna have to, maybe, even if he doesn't rub time, at least go through the legal issues.
I think this is just like the natural evolution of a Toronto rapper. You know what I mean? Like, you do weird stuff as a youth. You know what I mean? You get a 1-2 hot track, and then your hats, your crimes, like whatever you have done in your past catches up to you before you could fully, I guess, take advantage of whatever benefits comes from like the hot song or whatever. So hopefully he could beat the case, though. You know, maybe he didn't do it.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? No, like, you never know. Like, if he didn't do it, then sure. But like, bro, like these guys, they take chances while they're trying to have careers at the same time. That's what always boggles my mind. Like, from once you decided, okay, I want to be a rapper, I want to be out there. If let's say he is guilty, right? You're still sliding. He wouldn't be the first one. I've seen a few of these guys who are like still out there sliding, or they got into incidents, and you're like already rapping with hundreds of thousands of views. It's like, what, go on, bro.
Because mans feel like they still have to live out every one of their raps, or they have to continue doing things in order to have things to rap about.
Your homies don't love you then, bro. Because like, if your homies are seeing the potential in you being the rapper, you would think they would insulate you from doing any type of fuckery to mess that up, so that you can get them out of the hood for your rap shit.
Yeah.
Why would they let you go on the drill?
Because you're the one rapping about drilling. Like, drill, I feel like, is unique in the sense where it's music that doesn't offer escapism. It actually offers almost like history almost. You're like retelling or communicating what you would do or what you do actually.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like something aspirational, like some hustler rap music or like R&B or like love songs and stuff. It's like, nah, this is what we do. And him getting arrested for this or being charged with it, whatever, in a weird way helps his drill career, because I have never heard of this guy more than when he got arrested.
Yeah.
All over Reddit, he's getting a lot of praise and stuff. Obviously, people who are like ops with whatever block he was getting at, they're celebrating him. It validates everything he's been talking about. So in a way, it legitimizes him as a drill artist.
How validated or how legit do you think TK feels right now?
Yeah, 50-something years validation.
Yeah, like,
because that first 3 months, 6 months, oh, he was the best rapper. All the youths, yeah, TK. But then, like, look at where we're at now.
He's forgotten. He's never. And you're saying 50 years? That's how long.
I think he got something like 50 years, something crazy like that.
Yeah, Bunna's gonna do 10 max.
Maybe if it's a M, he's gonna get 25 years, and then 25 years. Let's say 2/3 of that, 18 years. Okay, he'll still come home and be in his 30s and whatever. But ain't nobody trying to hear him as a new rapper at that point.
No, but all the youths are gonna be anticipating. Like, I just feel like it builds his
They're gonna
lore.
grow up.
Yeah.
If he does 18, let's say, I'm not even saying the whole 25. I'm being generous. If he does 18, 2/3 of 25 years and comes home on life parole, those 18 years, those people grew 18 years.
They're over it at that point.
They're over it, fam.
Enough of them went corporate, you know what I mean? They kind of grew out of that.
They're not into drill rap anymore, fam. It'll be like 20, 30 something, bro.
Techno pop.
Yeah. And the new fans, they're going to be like, Bunna who?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the new 17-year-old, they're not going to be asking, old head Natural at the DJ at the party, like, yo, can you run some Bunna now that he just came home? It's like, if Max B, like, I know everybody's like, yo, when Max B comes home, I'm sorry. No, it's not going to happen.
That's a good point.
People they're all saying, yo, when Max B comes home, it's on. No, it's not. He's like 50-something years old. I don't care what wave he started. Nobody's waiting to hear new Max B shit except for 35 and up.
Yeah, but I will say, in the case of Max B, his legacy was kept alive by other artists kind of incorporating him into their music while he was in the band. So
That
it's
is
like,
true.
you know, you'll hear like phone calls from Max B and like different albums and stuff. So he's still kind of like staying relevant. Whereas with Bunna, we might get over it in a year or two. But what if he beats it? What if he gets out? You don't
If he
think he's
beats
going
it,
to be
then he's
number
top 5.
He's top 5.
He's become top 5. Like what top 5 did, like he beat a murder, and then he came home and he used that virality to his advantage. You beat an M, then you can. Doesn't necessarily you will, but if he does the right things, he can become what top 5 is right now.
The rappers at home, do not try this strategy. It is very risky.
Doesn't work.
Don't rinse and repeat that one right there. But listen, man, we'll see what's going on with Bunna. Like, I just also wanted to make sure to bring that story back up because they were killing me in the comments.
No, I
They were
can
like,
imagine.
It wasn't even the right guy. I'm like, yo, my point is his career is done. And you guys are like, you know, arguing with me about who got popped. I'm like, yo, bro, but he's done regardless of who he popped.
But it's crazy to falsely identify the victims.
Yes, and that is fact. That is fact. So my bad for that.
Oh man.
Let me ask you guys a couple more things before we get out of here, because we did a whole bunch of segments. We're about 2 hours in, and usually people are like, yo, this is like We Love Top 5 Network and da-da-da-da. There's no stories, fam. Like I seen him post something in Green Bray or whatever with a couple of the Green Bray guys. But other than that, like I think he got kind of humbled from the stabbing, fam.
Is it humbled or is it just laying low?
I don't know, bro. Like he was supposed to have done a stream almost a month ago now at this point. I don't know what the stream would be. I think he's afraid to pull the trigger, fam, figuratively.
We're talking about top 5, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he pop out to the Chris Brown concert the other day?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm outside. I'm popped out of these places. But like,
you mean, like,
where's your
actually-
content?
Okay.
Where's the content that you were contractually even like, you know, you're contracted to give us? Like, I feel there's like a apprehension. Like, I don't know what to do next. Like, am I gonna show off the scar? Am I gonna do the same? Oh, I got K Money's chain. Like, there's only so many things you can do.
Yeah, and if like from the position of top 5, you would have to have a healthy amount of paranoia based on who you are, based on knowing who your ops are, the safety concerns. So I'm sure, obviously, when we see him, he's putting on, you know, top 5, the character.
Yeah.
But when he's by himself as Hassan and he's, you know, driving around places or with people, he's probably like extra, I wouldn't say paro, but like you have to be if you're that name brand. So maybe he doesn't want to do anything that's going to endanger not just himself, but people around him, his loved ones, his friends.
And even with that, fam, there was all that unfollowing of all of his guys or a bunch of his guys. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that is going on behind the scenes that I think has attributed to us not getting these streams.
Because I was going to say that, like, you know, he could do very, like, citizen type things. Like, he could do some touristy type stuff. But even for him to have his location out there on a live stream, I think that is, you know, it is very risky.
It's a double-edged sword, fam.
It is.
Okay, you know, I can live off of, I got the No Jumper content that's out there, that's moving around, cool. But that's not his content.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't do music and then you're not streaming, then it's like, all right, so has he fallen off? Because falling off doesn't mean that you're not popular. It just means like you just don't do nothing. Like you don't have nothing to give us. We see you and we click like, and that's it.
In a sound class culture, we'll say like, oh, that sound parked up, in the sense of like,
he's parked up.
Yeah, so I just feel like, yeah, right now it's kind of just parked up. And you know, like, we're gonna figure out what's next. There might not be anything next. You know what I mean? But right now there's no motion, there's no movement. Like, that's what I'm getting from it. You know?
Fam, everything that they were attempting to do, we filmed the video in Driftwood, right? Where's the music video? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Man got stabbed, posted a picture of the scar on the neck, So, Neon, we're going to stream. Crickets. So it's like, I don't know, bro. I think the tank might be empty.
Yeah, but I think him being parked up in the sense, it doesn't mean that he's losing relevance, because I think whenever he wants to pop out, it's gonna have the same impact. It's not like, oh well, that's top 5, he's washed. It's like, nah, he's still very much relevant when he needs to be, but maybe he's focused on recovery. Who knows how this, like, having this probably affects how you communicate, how you talk. Maybe it hurts when he talks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's
if he wants to stream though, I would suggest maybe like going to another country and like maybe go to a Japan. You know how like Kai and them will go to a Japan and then the culture shock. Because I feel like his personality with like another country's culture could be entertaining to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Where like he doesn't have to like really be worried about ops and stuff.
I don't know.
The UK situation, I think that was like a personal thing, you know? I don't think if he goes to Japan or like one of those places, he's gonna have to worry about ops. Bro.
That's a lot though.
I feel like he would though, because you know what? I feel like them BFR boys, I feel like they probably have international connections, bro. If he goes to Dubai,
send some ninjas at him.
They send the Yakuza at him, then it's like, all right, y'all got it, dog.
Yeah.
At that point, y'all just got it. But if I'm in Japan, imagine sending hitters and stuff, like, all right, y'all
just wave the white flag,
you
bro.
know what I mean? Like, no, facts, bro. Because I can't exist at this point.
Get hit with a ninja star and shit, bro.
You gotta get it. You gotta get it how you live, right? Like he's brought that energy to him.
I do have no intro.
Holy.
Top 5 is here. We must get him.
Listen, man. I again, this is not a top 5 story. It's a lack of story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like it was just everything was going on. So much was happening. The whole ball was rolling, and then all of a sudden abrupt halt, bro.
Hard stop.
Yes, for multiple weeks. So I don't know. I think the silence alone is a story on its own, bro. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody that popular fall back, you might have to ask some questions. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But yeah, man. Salute to top 5, man. I got one more story for us, and then we could touch the road here. Did y'all see about this STC shooting?
Yeah, it was like some young little, I think Sri Lankan dude or something.
Yeah, I'll pull up
19 years old.
Identified the man killed at Scarborough Town Center earlier this week. And for the very latest, CP24's Melissa Duggan is live outside the mall. And Melissa, this started as a suspicious death, but now it's a homicide. What is this latest that we got from police?
Yeah, that's right, Seja. So initially, it wasn't clear kind of the circumstances that led to this young person being found dead in a bathroom here at Scarborough Town Center. But what we can confirm to you now, Toronto police just releasing an update moments ago saying that this investigation has been handed over to the homicide unit, and they've also identified the victim in this case. Initially, he was reported as a man in his 20s. Now we know he is this man, 19 years old, Daniel Amalathis of Toronto, just being identified by Toronto police this afternoon. What we can tell you is that police were called to the mall around 2 o'clock on Thursday afternoon after a man was found dead along with a firearm in a washroom.
We love
Police are
hip-hop.
recovering that firearm from the scene here at the Scarborough Town Center. Police said initially that shoppers discovered the man unconscious in a family washroom near the lower level food court area. They notified mall security. They then reported this to
hip-hop.
Toronto police. And again, as you mentioned, at the time, police initially saying that they were treating this as a suspicious incident. Further investigations led them to the homicide unit taking this over. At the time, no.
So, with this whole thing that when it happened, originally people thought it was like a shooting going on, right? Then I heard that it was like a self-deletion.
That's what I heard too, yeah.
Right? And now they're changing it back to homicide. So I don't know what's going on with that, bro. Like that's a weird case going on here.
Bro, it's like, isn't there cameras all over?
That's literally what I was thinking.
So what is there to investigate? Watch the cameras. Did anybody go in there with him? Did he go in by himself? That alone will let you
Yeah.
know. And then maybe they seen someone go in there with him, so they're like, okay.
That's might be the reason why it's a homicide right now. Because it's like they said that there was the burner in there with him, right? So it's like, yeah, it could be a self-deletion. You bust the gun and then you dropped it on the ground or whatever, right? But if it's a homicide, somebody pops you, plants the gun next to you, tries to make it look like a self-deletion.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there has to be camera footage of who's entering the washroom. Like, I feel like this should be like a closed case in like 12 hours. Like, you should know exactly who did it. We have so many cameras in that mall, and people are saying it's linked to tow truck wars.
Well, I don't know, bro. Look at this youth on the screen, fam. Like,
Could be
does he
someone's
look
kid. Could be someone's kid, though.
That too.
You know, I know he might not be Sri Lankan, but he's definitely like Christian Indian. Daniel Malthus, he could be Sinhalese, Sri Lankan, or he could be like Goan or something. I don't know. Someone let me know.
Yeah.
But it just seems so random, but we don't know what this guy was on.
Yeah, he could. Hey, these guys be looking like they're nerds or whatever, and they could be the ones on the most shit. Who knows, bro? It's just I feel like we're dealing with a real life murder mystery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, no facts.
Yeah.
Even when it's in a true crime and stuff, like this is literally the setup. Like,
yeah.
Oh, a 19-year-old was found dead in the washroom, and then like it's
With
literally
the gun there.
No, exactly. And then you have to
Yeah.
kind of like place the clues together.
It could be a janitor.
Who knows, fam?
They might not suspect it, but he was just in there for cleaning. He came out while Daniel was in there dropping a dude.
Yeah, well, listen, man, like you guys are saying, there's surveillance, so we should be able to see something. I feel that the the police already know something, and they just haven't let us know what it is yet, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if the rumors are tow truck related too, bro, holy, man, I nobody's safe, bro.
My whole thing is like in a mall, do you feel like it's better to do it there because it's like there's so much going on that it would be hard to pinpoint versus like catching them outside? Like,
well, I don't know, man.
It would seem kind of dumb to do it in a mall. You know what I'm saying?
Well, nobody heard any shots. Right? There was no shots reported. Like, they found him in there, and they were like, "Oh, a lie. There's a man in here unconscious and dying."
There wasn't blood everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
there wasn't a bullet hole or something.
When they went and discovered him, but nobody heard shots in the mall and were like, "Yo, what's that? Let me
I'm
call the
thinking
police."
either a silencer or like maybe he was shot before and then walked into the mall.
That's possible. Or
Like shot in the parking lot or something.
maybe you could just let off the one shot in the mall. It's not the loudest thing in the world. It could have sounded like a pop or something. Like,
That is
you're
true.
not thinking like that's a gunshot.
Because if it's in the washroom, and then like that's probably like suppressing a lot of the sound, and then if you're hearing it from
Yes.
outside the washroom, but like you're not seeing any commotion, then you're probably just gonna like write it off as like
Yeah.
just a loud noise.
Yeah, because in a food court, there's so much happening. Maybe you just hear like a pop and like, oh, someone dropped something. or,
Yeah,
you know?
music's playing on the PA and stuff like that. It's hard to and a lot of voices around at the same time. It can mute and like really suppress a gunshot like that, especially if you're not letting off a bunch. You just let off one.
Yeah.
You never know, man. You never know.
I do think he probably got hit in the washroom because if he walked, you would see like a trail of blood or something.
That too.
Oh,
Well,
man.
listen, R.I.P. to this young man right here. I don't know, man. I feel like there's going to be follow-up news stories on this right here to find out a little bit more of what happened.
Yeah,
man.
and prayers with his family and friends. I mean, 19 years old.
Yeah.
He didn't even get to experience life for real.
For real, man. That's sad. I think we can wrap it up for the day here, man.
We
Thanks
love
for
hip
watching.
hop.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.